And we're live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay at home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town, long distance truck drivers. Shout out to every single clean hearted, good hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. The chat this morning is closed, so it's only the people with green names are going to be in the chat box where them can talk to each other and all these things. But everybody else is free to tune in and watch and call in. The number is live. The phone is right here. So what you want to say? I told you to keep your notification on because we were going to go live over the weekend because we have some extra time and space, right? So here we are. All right. And I mean, I have to make it up to the people who have their membership. So I had to do this one and close the chat. Somebody said too much freebies, but I appreciate everybody who show up still. Wayne Nathan is in the building this morning. Dion Ricketts is here this morning. Live through Erica TV is here. 5Field 63. Good morning, SouFlo and everyone else in this platform, all the way from England. Big up yourself. LA is in the building this morning, and Miss Goldie Robinson is here in green. The rest of the green name people, they're probably sleeping right now. But because they work, right? And them, me not say everybody else not working, I'm just saying they work. And them tired. So Saturday morning, Monday to Friday work, Saturday morning you're sleeping and these things. Some people are who are Sabbath too. They are some people are religious on a Saturday, so they don't do any electronics or anything until sundown and these kind of things, right? Miss Michelle Bantan says this is a pleasant surprise. Thank you for tuning in, Miss Michelle Bantan. Big up yourself. Up early this morning and just figured I would do one just for the team. So here we are, right? Saturday stream. Yes, gonna life. Big up yourself. Saturday stream. And also, me tell us that YouTube allow us to now to list our live videos as a podcast. I've always said we do podcast stuff, right? This isn't vlogging. Vlogging is when you follow somebody around or the person follow themselves around and detail activities of their day and these kind of things. That's vlogging. This is podcasting, what we do. So finally, YouTube has a site for us now. So true, me go register it this morning in particular, this video for podcast only. Some people might not be able to find it because it's not on the regular stream until I share it later, until it pop up on the feed later after it's done. So we might not see a lot of people on the video this morning, but that's all right. We are filming it live, and who's here to enjoy it will enjoy it. So we have a couple of things for getting to this morning. Don't be offended by my shirt. You should be used to this shirt by now, right? Right. Because it's one of those kind of mornings. Oh gosh. Where do we start off? So these are the topics on the table this morning. Jamaican viral couple, Princess Diana and Bubi. I've been wanting to talk about Princess Diana and Bubi for a minute, but something just struck me yesterday where I felt like good topic for this morning. So Princess Diana and Bubi are on front page this morning, seeing? And then we have Queenie and Dewey. Queenie and Dewey drama continues, and we're gonna get into some of that this morning. Yes, live through Erica TV says hot water and lemon tea right here. But I'm on mint this morning, just mint. Hot water and lemon was all week. Yeah, Khago and J Pink drama. Mm, mm, mm. Yo, say, me not gonna say nothing too out the way. LA, Shabbat, yeah. Khago and J Pink drama. I wasn't gonna say nothing too out the way because I feel like I should have did tell Khago, say, yo, me I gonna do a live and I'm gonna discuss what me see. But then came the video from Khago answering J Pink. So I'll roll with what both people have said about about each other. So boy, we're festive, We're always festive. We're festive bad. And I saw a video where Tyler Perry was giving out some relationship advice. Tyler Perry was giving out some relationship advice. You know Tyler Perry, the mogul, um, businessman, actor, Tyler Perry, own one who a Hollywood looking studio down there in Atlanta. Anyhow, Tyler Perry was giving out some relationship advice, and this old lady took it upon herself to say otherwise. So the title for that one for me this morning is Old Bitter Birds Giving Young Ones Bad Advice. Let him go pay that little light bill somewhere else. So we'll get into that, and we're gonna keep that one for probably last. Seeing live through Erica TV says owns another country in the USA. Yeah, man, Tyler doing his thing. It amazes me. What amazes me is how broke people always like taking advice from broke people, and people who are in trouble always love taking advice from people who live in trouble, but they never get out. And then it's like people take advice from people who I saw a porn star, a female porn star who's been married like 3 or 4 times already. And she's giving advice to young ladies about marriage and how you should live your life and all these things. And I'm like, she's still a porn star. Multiple marriages ran through. She blamed herself for almost all of them, but she still think it was worth it, and she never got better. And this is who people listen to. It's weird. It's weird, but we'll get to that at the end of the show. This morning, I want to start off. I talk about where do we start? Do we start with Khago? We start with Jamaica viral couple Princess Diana and Bubi, or do we start with Queenie and Dewey? It's up to you. I'll give you 60 seconds to choose while ain't a lot of people in the chat, so I'll give you 60 seconds to choose and then I'll go off of that. Queenie and Dewey 5Field 63 says. Live through Erica TV says what? Dewey. It's Dewey again. Queenie and Dewey again. Miss Goldie Robinson says. Good morning, everyone. Black Goddess Henry is in the building this morning. Senior Sexy Wayne Nathan, Bridget Q, Dewey. Michelle Wallace says Dewey. LA says Khago. You're the only one that said Khago so far. The Khago one is pretty interesting, and it's gonna go deep. But Queenie and Dewey is who them want to hear about. Queenie and Dewey. Queenie and Dewey. It look like I'm tired of Chewy Dewey. Chewy Dewey. Yo, Queenie and Dewey it is gonna be only two people say Khago, and so we'll do the Khago one next because nobody is saying the other one. So we'll do the Khago one next. But Queenie and Dewey we're gonna start out with first. Let me say something. I don't like speaking on people's relationship really, because I have my own relationship, right? And the last thing you'd want to do is be a person where you laugh after somebody's relationship or say bad things, and then somewhere down the road, something happened in your relationship now, and your face is out there too. So people start laugh. Kind of like how it happened for what's your name that used to be on the radio, and then she had the "How you doing?" Wendy Williams. Same thing what happened to Wendy Williams. Wendy was paying attention to everybody else's business. Her business was spoiling up, and people had a field day with that. So I don't want to put myself in one of them situations there, and then people can laugh back. But hey, we live in the moment sometimes, right? So Queenie and Dewey, what the hell is going on with Queenie and Dewey? As far as you know, because as far as I know, I see one video. This is days ago, and I saved so much to this phone that it's lost in the phone. But in the meantime, Queenie and Dewey, I see Dewey and Queenie do a FaceTime. I see Dewey said, "You stabbed me. You stabbed me up, right? And I'm gonna get medical care for the stab." And Queenie on the same call, you can see them face on the screen. Queenie on the same call, I say, but I want a liquor stab. I just want a liquor stab. I hear Dewey about liquor stab my bumbo clot, liquor stab. And here Queenie, show me it then. And I'm thinking how dysfunctional this relationship is. Really. Like fling cup and lick him in him face, remember? And bust up him face, and then she said it was like she just threw the cup that way, not intentionally to hit him. It's always an excuse. Me stab you, but it's a little stab. They crazy, but Dewey somehow keeps on going back over there. He keeps going back over there. So now I just see a video surface, a couple of videos surface where they're going through it. And 1 minute Queenie is like, I love him. I love him, I'm my husband. And she's like, ah, Queenie do already scream out herself and go out crazy. So people want her to mad out, but mad out a marriage name. And I guess she's sticking to it, or she's trying to stick to it. I don't know if y'all remember, but last year sometime Dewey said need a break from Queenie, right? But it looked like he took the break. I heard her say in a video, I can't find none of her video clips them. I have all of Khago video clips. That's what I do want to start out this one. But anyhow, I heard her say that Dewey gone left her and him gone to Canada. Now I'm seeing videos popping up with Dewey wind up in a club with some young girl, and the same people who boost up Queenie is the same people who the same people that who now saying yes, him find him match and him find him age group and something like that. Leave the little boy alone now. Remember, I don't know little boy, Dewey a big man, but he's not up in Queenie's age. Seeing, I think it's like a 20 year something years difference between them. Anyhow, he tagged Queenie in that video. Him tagged Queenie in the video where he was with the girl in the white hair, and she bent over in front of him in the club. She yeah. Stash, listen, that's another thing too. When people come out and defend her, right? She same one can tell you, oh, do we thump message? She did a talk to one of them famous selector here, Richie. Yeah. And she was like, I do it thump me in my face. I twirl up my eye and make me. So I'm like, the both of them over there beating up each other. And one thump one in a eye and the next one stab up the next one. It's crazy. It's crazy, but that him call her, right? Him call her crazy. Cause so she said, when him see me, that crazy what go on. So me don't know. But she cussed people out. Come see her, I think it was yesterday or day before yesterday. She give people a proper cussing all the time. If you take her side, she cuss you. If you don't take her side, she cuss you. So, like, people be trying to defend her, right? Like, do you ungrateful and you go on like this and that and whatever. And yeah, use the woman, leave her and go on, man, like she live in a peace. People are saying no, how she look. No. Like she looks stressed out. Them have a saying. Them say if you want to lose weight fast, and if you want to lose weight fast, get you a Jamaican man. Cause I must stress you out till your maga done. I'm not gonna go with that. I shouldn't be trying to sell that narrative because there are a lot of Jamaican men out there who can say the same for women, our women. If you want to stress out and lose weight fast, maga down, just get you a Jamaican woman. Yeah, you're overweight, you want to trim down by summer, start now. 2024 summer will be your summer body summer because you're going to lose all of the weight. Everything will come off. You're stressed. And I find that crazy. But people are saying right now, if you look upon Queenie looks stressed out and rotted. She looks stressed. So I seen a couple of people, but somebody said, damn, Queenie always used to be able to put herself together and look good, even on bad days. But now look on her face, she looks stressed out. Me know she an older woman, but she even look older than her old age right now. That was what the comment said. Me know she an older woman, but she even look older than her old age right now. So I don't know. I don't, Bridget, that lady don't feel like she need help. I wonder how our family members feel about this. I don't think they're allowed to feel nothing about it. And she cuss them like how she cuss. If they ever have feelings about it, she probably cuss them like how she cuss the rest away over here too. But you know what? If you've been here, you'll hear me say the last time we covered them. Remember, I said, do it. This me I talk to do it directly. You know, remember when me do that? I said me I talk to do it directly. Me said, do it, you can get something out of this. Not that I was telling him to break up his marriage or anything, but I was telling him from a social media standpoint because there's a lot of ways to make money now. And since on done gone viral and get some fame and have other things going on out of it, why not capitalize on it for yourself? That way you get some benefit from it too. Instead of everybody just a talk about Queenie and Dewey, and you just look like the little boy in the back where did hungry for a green card or stay in England or something like that. Papers, because you want to fly out. So you got there with an older woman. You know, instead of it, the narrative ending like that, may I tell Dewey Sam could have carry it on. Start your own stuff. Me don't know, bust two song, do music, something. Watch the people them who follow you right now come over which part. You start your new thing and you have an audience that's born, right? And then you deliver your entertainment from there. So lo and behold, yesterday, me say that's how they introduced him. Dancehall artist Dewey. Right. So dancehall artist Dewey went from Queenie man, this little scrawny boy where this big woman got take up. Now you're dancehall artist Dewey. All you have to do now is put out good entertainment and establish a career for yourself. I don't know. We might see Queenie and Dewey clash at Sting. That could be another crowd drawer. I realize that people not really good for music no more. Because last year it was Queenie and Amari at Sting, right? Want to see what happened. And I predicted it before it happened. I said the wigs are going to fly. Somebody are gonna try to throw hands and feet, thump and kick, and all these things, and that's exactly what happened. We didn't hear no music from Amari. We didn't. That what one song she keep on a repeat, and it wasn't even a song. She just kept saying, "Dirty bitch, why you call up my name?" or something like that. Why you are trying to drive me insane? And she kept walking across the stage and kept saying the same thing. And then our wig tear out. Not even try to call up my name. Why you try to drive me insane? Huh? Why you try to drive me insane? Stop calling up my name. I was like, where is the song? Nutty Bungle. Nutty Bungle LA. Yeah. Not something along those lines. Well, anyhow, can you imagine a Sting clash? Dewey and Queenie. Queenie does music, and I've listened to Queenie music, and Queenie actually does decent music. Honestly, she do decent music. Me did surprise. I thought I was going over there to go hear some foolishness, but she actually does good music. So with Queenie doing good music now and Dewey buckling down to do some good music, put out some strong tunes as well. And I haven't heard any music from Dewey. I just see them introduce him on front page as dancehall artist Dewey. So I'm waiting to hear the music, right? And once them have the music lock, then the rest is history. Them can't do anything they want to do with that. But boy, me no know. I can't tell people what to do with them relationship here, sir. If it's sour like that and you're still going back, maybe you're just like sour things. Maybe you're just some people just stuck in a certain part of life, you know. Them the dysfunction is what they need. Them feed off it. You know, and if they don't get it, they go looking for it. And if you're a person who don't have it when they link up with you, they create it in your life or they'll leave to go find it somewhere else. I just saw people stay, you know. So I'm guessing that Dewey and Queenie is like a perfect match, but not really. It's an oxymoron. A perfect match, but not really. It's like them kind of them fit each other when the time right. I don't know. But I wish them all the best still. I wish them all the best. Um, she is extra stressed because do it out of reach because she can't go to Canada. Right. She can't go Canada. As in she don't have papers to go Canada. She's barred from traveling to Canada. What do you mean she can't go Canada? Somebody said it must be hard on her mom to see her like this and her children as well. I would imagine. Mm. I don't know. If them not care about them mother and what them mother look upon them and see and feel, then who am I? They don't care, she don't care about what mother. Is her mom even alive though? Didn't her mom pass away? I know her daughter passed away. You know, my condolences there again, but I think I don't know if her mom passed away. Yeah, but with Queenie and mother out, you know, is a whole different thing, you know. I saw her in the car screaming the other day. She started off talking okay, and then out of nowhere, just, I was like, what the louder than that. I don't want to wake up everybody in there. But she just, you know, but I respect her for one thing though. She just raw. She don't look like she know how to tell lie on herself. She don't look like she know how to pretty up nothing. She don't she don't look like Queenie don't look like she giving much effort into what other people think of her or how she says something. If she tell you something, all the part, which part should, like a deceptive person. If you're telling a story, the part that incriminates you, you skip over that part or you take out that part that kind of want people see a certain kind of ways. That's how deceptive people are, right? Queenie, not, she don't look like she have no deception. She is live, raw, uncut, unfiltered, and she don't look like she have no deception. She look like she look like, and hey, you have to respect that. You have to respect that. You know what I'm saying? Some of the realest people are people like that still, you know. Cause she know you ever have a brethren with us look on you and he's like, him not biting tongue, or she not biting her tongue. She's like, no, it don't look good. Me not like it. I don't know what everybody else I tell you, but it make you look ugly. Take it off. Or when you ask their opinion, matter of fact, you don't even have to ask their opinion. It's coming. It's coming. And you're gonna get it raw. If you're wrong, you're wrong. If them did wrong, them wrong too. I like them kind of people still. I feel 6'3" says, I've seen his live performance in Canada. The first one, he was booed, but the second performance, he played Queenie's song and them tear down the place. Wow. So Theme song was the first song, and then boo him. And then him draw for a Queenie song, and the place mash up. Yeah. Her mommy be on Instagram, decent woman, well dressed. I hear her mom is an educator. Mm. Well, I guess sometimes the chip does fall far from the oil block. Sometimes the apple does fall far from the tree, or does roll away far from the tree. Not true? Sometimes the apple drop and just roll gone way down a breadfruit tree. They talk about, oh, the chip doesn't fly far from the block. You're just like your dad. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. You're just like your mom. No, sometimes the apple that fall from the tree and roll gone way down at the breadfruit tree. Then it's not nowhere near the apple tree. So it happens. It happens. Lord God. Uh, yes, Queenie visa application was turned down, but Dewey was approved. Oh God. So she can't go reach over there and mad him up and show up in the midline performance. Dewey! Dewey! What you do up here? So you need tell me say you go to Canada. Hey, Dewey. Yo, Queenie not here. She not business. She not business of blouse her skirt. I feel me man. She say I'm my husband. Stop stabbing him up then. If I want to spend the rest of my life with him, put away the knives and stop throwing cups. Yeah, or else he's not gonna be around, you know. Do it I should say do it a bad man too, you know. Said do it drape her up. You see him little and maga them strong, you know. Drape her up and thump her and all these things. And you still want to stay. When me if you tell you, say. When me if you tell when me if you tell you, say. She was arguing about he could bring back her car, but it's not really the car it's not really the car she want. Mm-hmm. She want Dewey. She don't want the car. And Dewey say, you know, get back no car neither. So can just take that out of your mind. That's exactly what he said. He was like, you know, get back no car neither. So you can just take that out of your mind. In the video where he just, I told me just click it off my screen and lose it, you know, because I had it on the computer. But in the video where she had talked about, let me see the stab. Watch out. Him can't even show no stab like she stabbed him, but no stab no did it. And do I say, little stab me bum clot seat ya. And then I show the stab, right? In that video, she she basically I say she want him by any means necessary. Yeah. And Dewey said, one thing me want you do for me here, I want you take my name out of your bum clot mouth. Keep my name out of your mouth. I said, just go for a divorce and get it over with, man. You know, some couples been through hell and high water. Some couples been through hell and high water, and when you see them way down the road, and them say, yeah, we've been together 25 years and these things. If you ask them the things what them got through in the 25 years, are some crazy story in a lot of those relationships, you know. But hear what? Me not see that happen for Dewey and Queenie. I don't see them weathering the storm and ending up, but you never know. You never know, right? You never know. But 25 years from now, Queenie will be like 80 years old. So I don't know if the age will even out. The age will even out. So I don't know if him a go want that. Do he look like him want girls him own age? Him look like him want girls him own age. He not look like a really old woman thing him there. Is a youth we take on an old woman still. Cause it come with benefits, right? Yeah, a lot of thirsty old women out there. They're and them same one spend them whole life I talk about. Man can't tell me nothing. I'm not care if me end up alone. And then them end up alone and them have to buy a young man. Cause yeah, then them have to buy a young man and them get young men like Dewey. Him no mind come lay some pipe, knock out some cobweb out of the something for you and all that. But certain benefits have to come with it, right? And that's that. Until death do us part, the lady says she married for better or for worse. Yes, Black Goddess Henry, and she said, and this is the worst. This is the worst. What do you want me to do? Mad out. Ah! She said she married for better or for worse, and this is the worst. And I tell you what, while I was hearing her say that and watching her say that, the first thing I think to myself was this. I said, people get married, right? And make these commitments, and them take the vow. And them say for better or for worse, in good and in bad and everything. I'm wondering what was the worst scenario that came to their mind when they thought for better or for worse. And that's why I say marriage is not everybody, but everybody are run go get married like them can handle marriage. Everybody convinced that them can handle marriage and them run go and get married. You're not listening to those vows? Them vows, they're serious for better or for worse. And what you think worse is? What do you think worse is? Worse is everything we ask right now in a film relationship. She stab him thump her in her eye, she fling cup bust him for that's worse. Matter of fact, that's what's Sarah. That's what that is worse of the worst. When it did so. Right? But your vow said for better or for worse. In sickness and in health, right? And something about riches and poverty and something until death do us part or something like that. Them vow, there are some serious vows. And you're there, they talk about you taking these vows before God and man. I think half of them marriage here, God laugh when them God laugh when them happen. God is like, Jesus, my Father God. Look how me try. Me make the boy do all kind of something. Me I try pull her away, but she's not pulling away. She's pulling harder towards him. I'm trying to pull him away too, but he's not pulling away. He's pulling harder towards her. You know what? I have to make them go together. I mean, I think that every union was put together by God neither. And I think marriage vows are only for unions that were put together by God. Yeah. And when I say by God, I mean the genuine, not one man sit down on one big throne and say, you must be with you. No. I know that me attack. Because then they have we think say one day we're gonna look up in the sky and poof, the clouds are gonna part and this big man are gonna sit down on a chair and he's gonna say, you are coming up to heaven with me. And I know so I go. I think the marriage them that are put together in earnest is the marriage them where God put together, right? Them marriage there, the marriage them where courting happened, where everything was laid out on the table, where a solid understanding came about between two mature individuals or two grown people that this is it for us. And we're going to stay committed to this union regardless of what comes our way. I look forward to the days when me are 80 years old, 90 years old, and me teeth them a rackle. Cause me have to slide them out and put them in the cup and then park me on the veranda and I look forward to that time when you will be right there with me. But it's a far ways away, but we have to go make it there and we plan to make it there together. Them marriage there, I think God put them together and they should be honored, right? But enough people married for many different reasons these days. People married for green card, but them can't say so. So them have to act like say them married for love, but things spoil up. So them just left when the green card come or left when the citizenship come. You know, People act because nobody wants to make themselves look bad. Nobody wants to get up and say, yeah, me use people and me use her for a green card or me use him for a green card. So they'll say, boy, the marriage just fell apart, or we grew apart. Nah, you stop putting effort into your marriage because it take two. Somebody stop put effort into the marriage and then you decided that, hey, I'm out of here, man. Had enough of this. Need something different, something new. Time to move on down the road. And that you do to your marriage and frig it up. And you if you just own it as a grown person. Just, matter of fact, this is not beating up on woman, but before I forget, this came to my mind this morning, man. Soon as I jump up, I said, why am I receiving this message? I feel like it's a message I was receiving. Maybe it's because I was watching these videos, but women notice what adults do is they, especially if children are involved, adults purposely choose their best interest over the child's interests all the time. And then when them do it and them spoil up them picnic life, I talk about the people them where got into one of these unions, and sit down and plan picnic and these things. After them spoil up the youth them life, right, and their stability and everything, these are the same people who come back later down the road and say stuff like, I didn't know what I was doing and I regret it now. And I was young and I was immature. But you know what? It's a rash excuse that. It's an excuse because a lot of people did it before you did it. And you know exactly what the outcome of your actions was going to be. But you had to satisfy yourself lesser in the meantime, at the sacrifice of destabilizing your children, mashing up your family. According to the Bible, it's sinful to turn a woman into a widow, into a divorce. It's kind of down that road. Like you leave her and cause her to have to go to other men, kind of thing, or you left him and cause him to have to go to other women. Cause you never say you have to go stay by yourself and turn eunuch or something for the rest of your life, or go join a convent and become a nun for the rest of your life. You know, because you can imagine people going to a relationship and it's one-sided. You thinking this is for life. Your partner tell you say this is for life. But the same partner they is scheming. And they're like, if I tell him say this is for life, I'm gonna play along for a little bit. We can get what we need out of it until me get to my next level and me left this. But that's not what they're showing you. So you and them I think this is for life. As it goes along, it starts to filter out. You start to see who want it more, who will fight for it more and sacrifice for it more versus the other one who really just don't care about it no more. And they're like, yeah, whatever. Anything happen, happen. If there's more good here to get, I'll stay and take it. If not, I'm out. I'm looking for something more and better anyways. That kind of when you start feel that, say, are you alone in it? And one person can't save it. Shout out to Queenie and Dewey. If Dewey is the man that you want Queenie, this could have go a big whole other way. If Dewey is the man, this is my advice, this morning to Queenie and Dewey. If Dewey is the man that you want, you have to go cut out the crazy part of you. And I know you're addicted to it. And I know you think that, this is me. That's why them say stay away from people like that say, this is me. And you don't get nothing else. Anything you see away you get. And me not change. Me have one way to stay and me not change. People are supposed to change. You're supposed. If I met you a little bit toxic, and I'm like, I'm giving this hope because this is such a good person, just have this flaw and that flaw right there. So, but over time, you give time to see if it breathes out or filter out, and the person just adamant that I'm not changing. This is me. You have to go take it. Then it comes to the point where you're like, oh, I'm not take that. I thought you were going to change, become a better person, but you didn't. And you're never going to meet the perfect person, ever. None of us are ever going to meet the perfect person. Everything is perfect, and everything will always be perfect. That is a fantasy. That is not even a fantasy. That is delusion. Delusion. Um, Bridget said Dewey is addicted to her crazy because she was acting like this before he slid in her DM. No, someone addicted to some other things. Hear me out. Me hear Queenie talk one time, and I could say it because she said it first, and I fear our business this. She talk about when she has sucked, do it would and lick out him body and all these things. Say, yes, I'm lick it out. Lick out now out all the boy body, you know. And I was like, see, some people get addicted, right, to certain things where people do for them. Whether it's, I don't really want to be in this relationship, but him have so much money and finances, I know nothing for me, so me I stay. Or I don't really want to be in this relationship, but every time I leave him and go give with it something, you know, some 1 minute man and some no rhythm man. This a man I'm just know if knock it like a ball, like straight out the park every time. And him I work with something I can angle and these kind of things. People have all different kind of reasons. But when she said that, a sister said to me one time, she said, when you see people are argue and fight and cuss and can't left each other so and they keep on repeating that crazy cycle, right? A lot of the times you have to do with what goes on in the bedroom. Remember, I know sex is a powerful thing, you know. A powerful thing, supposed to be a spiritual thing as well. It has a spiritual element to it. See? Right. So when somebody do things where put you to turn you on to new things were so nasty that can't tell nobody else I would do them something, yeah. And the kind of something there. Like you're in a whole different, and then when you leave that person, it's like you can't find nobody else to do that. It's gonna be hard to find somebody else to do that who you're gonna take as your serious woman. First woman you gonna ask about Nyama Bati, she's gonna be like, are you for real? Like I'm not really into that. You know, even the one them where it's like, well, I don't know if I'm in a committed relationship, I'll try it. But if you're gonna find a woman where can just say, yeah, man, Nyama Bati, and she do it, and she's done it to every man she been with, and a regular thing what she do, no sensible man is ever gonna want a woman like that. Anyways, her mouth been in many bodies, right? But you might go down the journey if you see what over there so well it's the mouth do and what she can do. And then you end up over there get hooked now. But you're not taking the relationship serious. Because in the back of your mind, it's always gonna be there like, well, she do this too already. And we're not charting no new waters here. So this is not us holding hands and doing something new experience for both of us or something. This is something what you did a long time. And although you do it to me, it's like you just keep yamming, switch, next, turn the page, new man, yam, turn the page, new person, yam, turn the page, next new person, yam, lick, yam, suck, yam, bell, burp, belly full, got yam, turn the page, new person. Because every partner they've been with. So it could be that. Why do we keep on and go back? And no, and you might laugh, but that's a serious thing, right? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yeah, morning, SouFLo.
Morning, brother. What going?
But, when I see the video this morning, I said, more there for next day,
Yeah. Oh, this
another week, I must say, yeah.
Yeah. No,
But I want to touch on the marriage thing a little bit. I feel like I watched the video what he did that he did recently. It was a live, I believe, and they were talking about a friend of yours who got married and eventually I think it was a soldier at the time, and his wife leave him, right? They got divorced and she took most of his stuff, and they were talking about alimony and this type of stuff.
Yeah, he was an older soldier than me, but yeah.
Yeah, and to be honest, like a lot of people, not only women but men as well, they're married for the best interest at the time, and whenever kids involved, they do things that in their best interest rather than the child,
Yeah.
Example,
all the time.
If the child is involved, then on paper, right? It's logical that the child live with them father because it is suit them best in terms of probably the education that will be provided. Probably the father live closer to better schools, etc., and more resources in that area. And so the mother live in a impoverished area, whatever, where crime and violence is rampant. So she would rather take him that the area they do. You get what I'm saying?
She'd rather keep the picnic in that the area with her than send the picnic to live with them father.
It's not really good for the child's development, even though the father have the resources can take care of the child as well. I understand that the mother takes care of the child for 9 months and whatever. But a lot of times in breakups and divorces, like the women are actually bitter. And let me tell you something, one thing we hear more is when people go through divorce and they use hindsight to disrespect people in terms of you know, I'm not condone cheating or whatever, but say the man cheat, right?
Mm.
The woman, she upset, you know, and she start referring to the next woman as a bitch, and, you know, all these derogatory words, you get me, I'm saying? And then them use that anger and fuel it against the man and put the child against him, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember watching this video with this Jamaican vlogger, and he was talking about children that are in single parent households. Ask your mother why your father isn't involved in your life.
Mm-hmm.
And no father in Jamaica are involved in their life in SouFLo. And the mother push them out until the man just get up on there and say, you know, can't burn on.
Bitter woman.
Yeah, it don't make sense, you know?
Yeah.
And a lot of children go through life thinking that them father never done try to play a role. But there's so much I know him can do, especially when the woman has taken go court and probably put restraining order against him. I've seen it before where this father did have two twin daughters and him try to be involved in the pin of them life, but through the mother gets so bitter and angry.
Mm-hmm.
To put restraining order against him, and him could have had this to the pin of them on a discretionary and truly.
Right.
Yeah, right. So it does happen. But SouFLo, more touch on something. I'm very angry about it. I don't know if I saw it in the Star, right?
You're very angry about it. Talk about it.
I'm very angry about it.
Talk about it.
Listen, the article said DJ convicted for gun song.
Mm-hmm.
It said a recording artist who was brought to court for performing a gun song was sentenced to community service after pleading guilty in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
It said Clark, who goes by the stage name Nine Life, was brought before the court to answer to the charge of using audio-visual communication to promote criminal activity in the video for his single Three More Dopey. Clark can be seen passing around handguns to other men present at the video shoot. He said prosecutors outlined that the lyrics state, when woman start ball and no feel it chicken. When the brick trick him, the bees rip him. Jump out with the rifle and never bees sting him, etc., right?
Mm-hmm.
And we see the headline, I'm going to say, whenever I pay attention, but it starts hurting me and bother me, you know? I'm saying, I need to go watch a music video, you know? I watch the music video and you know, I'm singing him gun song and whatever, and him a pass or gun and whatever, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But SouFLo, if prosecutors in Jamaica are going to set the president to convict people on gun song, isn't that infringing on our freedom of speech? And how is he? If he's promoting, if them claims he's promoting criminal activity, right?
Mm-hmm.
That means every dancehall artist in Jamaica have charges brought against them in terms of promoting criminal activity, because how do you define promoting criminal activity when we see worse videos in dancehall
that's been around?
I saw from this guy.
Right.
So I'm not saying charges should be brought against Cartel and these artists, but if this is the president that them set, then
you can't just single out one person and do it to them. You have to do it straight across the board, right? It has to be law, and law have to be upheld against everybody and anybody would do it. Not true?
Yeah, and I'm not saying I promote violent music, etc.
Right.
But isn't this infringing on freedom of speech within those lines, etc.?
I'm never one to have art censored, you know, and that's where people call me hypocrite at, but it's not hypocrite. I just feel like there can be a balance. And honestly, in each individual, if we're talking about children and the influence it has on children, that's different, because parents have a responsibility to monitor what their children take in, right? But if you're talking about the artist having to censor their art just to please the public, if this artist is creating for an adult audience, then adults should be able to consume and say whatever they want to consume and say. Usually, it's a supply and demand driven market also, right? And not only that, it's also a personal preference. Like there are some people who they will never go to a gun song, and if them hear it, them skip it, and they will never go to a song that portrays violence, or it's just not their thing. So they always listen to. So arguments like these or conversations like these to me and you is not even a thing for them, because they're like, me not listen to them the kind of music that anyways naturally. So it's not a thing. But I understand what you're saying about the freedom of speech part.
You talk about art, right? It's the judge also noted that the lyrics being portrayed by Clark mimic what happens in society. But SouFLo, if she's going to say that and entertainers are seeing it, they need to stand up, because entertainers often say that art imitates life, you know?
Yeah.
And if that is your ground for expressing yourself and making your music, etc., then you can have these people infringing upon that. You get what I'm saying?
True.
And I go say, would know what people mean when them say them are going to make dopey. Lyrics matter. Then SouFlo, this is not the worst song I've heard. This is not the worst music that I've seen. So as I said, if Jamaica willing to go down this road, they need to lay charges against all other dancehall artists. And let me tell you, I don't think Jamaica is at the stage where I don't even think they know the rights to in order to fight these people, you know?
Yeah. There's so much to be tackled, though, man, on a daily basis. Like how many things can we do at once? And there are so many problems to be solved. You know? It gets to that point too, where here we go, is another new thing. Now them are gonna lock up people actually for singing songs that has these kind of words in it or saying this message. And you start doing that, and then we open up a whole new can of worms. And we have problems we are going already, and now we have add more problem to the problems. I don't know, man. Sometimes I just feel like I want to skip past some of this and just focus on something bigger. But I understand what you're saying, because actually that can turn big. Let's think outside the box for a second. In Jamaica, they regulate. Like, do you know that if you're talking to a police officer and you say bomber clot or something like that, him can handcuff you, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can handcuff you. There was a young lady a couple of years ago, I believe it was 2016 or 2017. She was at a bus stop and got in an argument with a police officer, and the police officer ended up shooting her. I always wondered what happened to that story. Like, what was the outcome? And the reason why is it started out with him cuss bad word to she first to address her, and she cussed back bad word after him. There was a scuffle because he might try handcuff her, and he's telling her about her indecent languages, what he's arresting her for, and she a fight because she a say, you use bad word this at me first, I may address you back the same way, and you handcuff me. And it ended up with her being shot. Go look up that story. You know what? I pull that up. Baby, right? One of them there and go over it. Say again.
It was the girl with the baby couple years ago?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, God, so sure.
Yeah, always wondered what happened, but these are real things. So a police actually kill a girl in a Jamaica before for using a curse word towards him. And I wonder what happened to the police. How was he prosecuted in the law? I also noticed
them draw the case them till we forget. Jamaica
till we forget.
They don't what's the word now? They are transferred to the SouFlo. And 10 years from then when they find death register article say, oh, the police get off and get 5 years, you know?
Yeah.
No business again.
True. And by then even you forget about the case. You're like, what? Which case? Yeah. And you see it on the papers and you just flip the page. You see it on the screen, you just scroll by because you don't really even remember the details of the case or nothing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make a move on here, so I talk to them now. So
all right, brother.
The last one in like 2 seconds. Remember the guy a couple years ago, they locked him up for the weed and him did end up dead in a prison. Remember, man? And they beat him up, man.
And then parents did come out. I think I'm father did come. No, I know him. There was a next youth. This is a next youth.
Listen. In a week, my friend about it.
All right, my brother. Manners and respect, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. So I could get past the marriage thing and the Queenie and Dewey thing, although we might get right back into it. The next topic is Khago. We're going to talk about Khago right now. I saw. Remember, I know. Is Khago and Francine still together? Do y'all know? The Khagonians that are in here. LA says your issue is not the law, your issue is enforcement. Why did the police target him to where he was brought to court? We have a bigger problem than that to solve in Jamaica, Donna Davis says, right? Kaz Robinson says there's a new law against using bad words. I know of a man who went to court for cussing Ross. Yeah, the law in Jamaica has been around. Like, that's why even the entertainers, if they get on stage, they get fined. But me go look up how much them get fined. One time, Sizzler cussed on stage, them fine him must be $500. And it was 500 Jamaican dollars. So he paid like what? $4 and some change and walk away. Khago, who we are going to talk about right now. Andrew Skinner says Khago mess up his career. LA says they find Nicki Minaj too. Bridget Blackwood says laugh out loud. Me just delete what I was typing. All right. We're going to the Khago thing. So, you know, Khago and Francine, they got through their little breakup, or what it seems like a breakup, right? And all this. It was a breakup. I actually had spoken to her about it and spoke to him too. But you know, I'm not care people business unless them say yes, SouFlo, tell the crowd this or tell the crowd that. So it was a breakup, but I was paying attention and it looked like they were back together or things were going good. You know, like when a couple of try work out them issues, so them are like feel out each other and play each other from a distance and then get closer and closer. If you notice, Francine always promotes his music regardless of what's going on with both of them. So I say that to say this. She strike me as just this woman that you would want to have as a wife, right? Very supportive, pushing him all the time in his corner, no matter what them I go through. Her, she's always trying to put a positive public image so he's not damaged. She's always protecting his image as well. All these kind of thing, right? Francine already changed her name on IG, and that alone should tell. Rotted. I don't know. But the words of this young lady who accused Khago of certain things is something that is you have to listen to it. Now, while you listen to this, I want you to think about something else because on one part this is funny, on another part, remember recently we had a slew of female artists out of Jamaica who came out and spoke about how difficult it is to make it in dancehall reggae music industry and how it is male dominated and how a lot of these men are predators. Some of them have even come out and said them not saying the name because if them call name, them dead. And because it happened so long ago, it's their own burden to carry. So them have to just keep on moving on forward, right? So them have to hold the name a secret because these people are powerful, all kind of something. So when you hear a young lady like this or a woman like this now come with them kind of something you talk about Khago, it kind of falls right in the line of what these women have been saying, that it's hard to make it in the entertainment industry in Jamaica, the dancehall reggae music industry, because you have to run some pum pum. And if you don't run some pum pum, them shelf you. You have to use your mouth or some part of you, and if you don't do it, them shelf you, right? So, Dirty Cup, big up yourself. Flo, aware the Ghetto Live, a pure uptown live you keep. Me don't know enough. But here what? We are trying to make sense out of nonsense and put like a style to it, right? Our own brand of branding. Anyhow, here a young lady I say, can me see her around Khago, you know? And me did get her vibes. But I was like, no, keep a girl like that around you and you're not doing anything to her or with her. Me never know she was an artist. But apparently she's an artist. So this was her first video. It says J Pink Speaks. It's 2 videos she put out, right? 2 videos she put out. Here's the first one.
Did I come and make you know what really go down? Because me never did want to do this. Because me not like the cantankerous movements. But when me go look on in life, this man with them post up, me I say, oh God Almighty, tears just start drop out of me eye. The boy are wicked and like everything when bring to me and I chatty people, them with me turn around so. Like a midweight. Not like that. This a girl see I'm blind and hear and deaf. Straight music me pre and we go hustle my little thing them. Yeah? And me come from a good, clean, nice yard. And my sister them love me and my brother them love me. But tell me which family you never argue in. Everybody brother and sister and all of them cuss already. Everybody and their family cuss already.
Keith, big up.
Yeah? But guess what? Touch me and not see what my family do. They love me. But me left everything in a garden. Khago go meet in Waterloo and go back up on the right match. And he can't stop me music. He shall never stop me music. Who is he? Radio station even want to play Khago song. Nobody at all no like him. Nobody know when no like Khago. Nobody no like him. Nobody no like him. Bad man people so kill. In bad man girl, in bad man, in bad man everybody. Khago is nobody people. Khago is nobody. And he eat vagina. And he like he would get squeezed. And he make me queasy. And he will up on me two song them for the deal of squeezing body. He will up on me two song them see me. I don't want to let it go.
Below, I saw when me have to laugh, but
he make me queasy. And he will up on me two song them for the deal of squeezing body. He will up on me two song them see me. I don't want to let it go. The squeezing body, see that? My hand can't move. You want me squeeze? I want me straight. Me a squeeze body for. Then put out my song. But listen, me I go find police and me I go.
wait, she says to me, hand, Our hand catch arthritis. Yo, she said her hand catch arthritis and 1 week straight she squeeze money. That was the deal. We put out 2 songs. The deal we put out 2 songs. But you have to squeeze my money for 1 week straight. Squeeze your money. She said, see me hand them, me squeeze money 1 week straight. Me a squeeze money. Yo. Hey, man. Let me put out my disclaimer. I'm not saying that what she's saying is true, and I'm not doubting what she's saying. I'm just giving ear to what was said. All right? All right. And it's funny. Lord God.
Fin put out me song. But listen, me I go find police and me I go for me things them. Cause me want me shoes them. And me want me stack them. But anyway, me just come here so often make you know what's up and what go on. And I decide there. And me tell no lie for Khago, all me talk is truth. All me talk and all female that is on my life right now and for female life right now in the world. We no be careful of Khago, he don't like we. He don't like woman, he speak bad about woman every day. If I speak bad about female, how you fish cheer for your man like that? Me fight for my female them. But you not do me nothing, girl, me and you good. Me not go follow no female. I fight against another female. Me have to see what really going. You understand? But anyway, big up on yourself and bless up on yourself and don't stress up on yourself because guess what? Me gonna make it and me not make me give up in the music because I know him alone have studio equipment. So no just bless up on yourself. But I've done nothing wrong. See, hold on for me 2 songs them there. Left that. God will know what to do in due time. This a new song where I have me waste time in time. Me say upload this song. And now everybody else song upload. I know say I go and check me and upload my song. So I plan in a plan to use me down there. My mind in the plan to batch me too. And God take me away from it. In a rate. No female. So no can stay there go cheer him. That the boy can't go no rate. No female. In this up every female. He say nothing. No good woman left in the world. No woman no good. All we are old. We are teeth. Yes. I say prefer have sex with a goat than be in a relationship with a girl right now. All them are going to turn some girl back here and give them fuck. That's what he say. He say prefer in a relationship with one goat than be in a relationship with female. Yeah? So I want to stay there. And a good man. So me can hear man a behave so towards female, we female and me a cheer female. When for go. When for go rub up much, man up your wall in long time manage them. I'm used to hear about you and things I like them and tell upon him. Jesus Christ. Me never know that's how wicked. Me believe them.
Don't squeeze him no more.
Squeeze him body for bust, that was the plan. He said me squeeze him body for 1 week. Can fetish? He go put out the 2 songs on my record and then he turn around saying want sex. That a brata. So true me not give me brata and hold on for the song them and I want let it go. That's why.
Ross. So hold on there. So
me did have,
hold on there. The squeezing the body. She never know said that did I go lead to the man want put it in a something. So she did a squeeze body for 1 week straight. Yo, on one hand, I'm laughing because although this seemed like exploitation to me, that would be a whole nother argument. But this was a consensual agreement between 2 adults. See, nobody never take her hand and force her to go down there go squeeze body, them talk it out like grown people. It's a different dynamics, yes sir. It's a different dynamics, yes sir. So me can't mess up the thing and make it look like say, oh, the man was a predator. And him grab her and put her hand down there. And that go on. The woman clearly said, this is a deal. They brokered an agreement, right? They brokered an agreement. Somebody needs to put for them part of the deal. Need to seal up for them part of the deal. Apparently, according to her, she did her part. This is the deal. You go squeeze body for 1 week. And at the end of 1 week, and at the end of 1 week, you go get a song. Him say our 2 songs recorded and put out. All right. And you make up your mind, say, God Almighty. All right. You do this before for free. Never get no tight. At least y'all get something this time. This is Khago. Nah, sell out my friend them. Nah, got this, my friend. He might bust me too. So you squeeze body for a week. because I'm fetish. Yo, shall I expose the man fetish? Him like him, you like him body squeeze up. Don't just squeeze body for a week. Squeeze harder. Look harder. She said she squeezed. Tell her I have arthritis. 1 week straight me a squeeze. Let's get tell me I have arthritis. 1 week straight me a squeeze body for. 1 week straight I squeeze body for. And then at the end of the week, no sir. At the end of the week, the man don't give her where theme end of the deal is supposed to be because him add more to the deal. And she never agreed to that. That wasn't the deal. This is a consensual agreement between two adults. This doesn't have anything to do with nobody being. So as she made the deal, she agreed to the conditions of the deal. All right. Now, how would this hold up in court now? Because him can always come back and say, me never tell a girl nothing like that. And we have Khago replied. Khago replied. So we're going to play a film, but we have a next video of her before we play for Khago. See it? So, but if I saw it really did go, if that is how it really went, it's only right that you fulfill your part of the deal, brother. If I choose she talk. Khago, are you alone and she alone know if the girl I tell the truth? And if you know she tell the truth and not true, handle the business, man, and put out the song them for her and men up your end of the deal. You say squeeze, she squeeze. You say how long, she squeeze for that long. Why you adding more? What? Yeah. Why you adding more to the deal, Khago? Why you adding more to the deal? That wasn't in it. That was not the original plan. Khago must have said, boy, the way the hand them squeeze tight, we know say something else probably squeeze like that. Hey, give me some. Give you some. No, the deal was I squeeze for a week. I'm not. Boy, fist tight like a gorilla fist. Yeah, ever see some gorilla grips on tree and pop it down? Yeah. Ja. Well, girl, there's one more to it. I don't know if it's a piece of the same one. Make we go here.
And that a jealousy. Jealousy ma carry and plan up and I tell be a lie about me people. Nothing we Khago say. No go so. Nothing. Khago nyam fuck like dog. And I don't man when nyam fuck. You can't chat to me. Ask me if you ever see me do the message yet. You can't chat to me. Me no want Khago. Me no want Khago from my big toe to my little toe. A pussy vengeance in my carry. Yeah? I be a lie. You see the one plan up about me and tell be a lie about me. But I left him to the four square corner of this world. For all them lie. He make my mother shed tears. My mother feels like and a dirty boy this okay cover me and go pass something and tell life for me house. Eh? Everybody who know me know where me come from. A decent family come from decent yard. My mother no nasty, me no nasty, no we no gross up. Decent place. My sister just come from England where they and build up my mother house, rebuild it. 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom, what concept kitchen and living. And the place clean and nice. And the man come out and my mother pot. And my mother plate and then turn up for sure and say, what kind of man that? And I turn out and say, oh, me had this and me had that and me had nasty. Khago is a wicked. Me and Khago kick off already around a rebel team. You know what we kick off for? He say I'm fetish. And if me queasy him puppy, he go bust me. He go make me do 2 songs. I call up with him and I single. And to be honest, cause this again now what the mouth and talk. Since as him I tell life to me can't talk it truth. Oh, this boy wicked. He say I'm fetish. And if he queasy body a man then that's all he want. He might go make sure me boss and put out song with me and me want boss me dead and music long time. Quiz hell out of that wood. Quiz hell out of it. The 7 man in there quiz he would so. That's gonna call the arthritis me developing on my damn hand. And when this song me him record was collab and then me record the single. You hear? And when he see got one, you know tell him and them say boy never knows how something can deliver good. Because deliver something so bad.
The squeezing puppy. My God. Hey, he said me squeezing puppy. A real country girl Latino. Yo, me love her accent so still. A real country girl Latino. I was gonna say she come from Westmoreland, cause Just all like Shakira and them. What? I don't know. I mean, I think that's where she come from still. I think a Senton or somewhere like that. Khago, I'm going to say which part she come from in a minute. In a theme speech where him give. I guess she said enough online to where Khago felt like he had to respond. See? So the response is... Woo, she said, me squeezing puppy a man in time. That's all he want. Woo, that sound like you down and out bad, boy. That's why sometimes it good to squeeze your own puppy a man in time and go about your business here. Yeah, cause I squeeze, I squeeze it, puppy get enough away in that trouble. Yeah, you squeeze your own puppy and go about your business. Squeeze it before you go to bed at night, and then squeeze it when you wake up in the morning if you're that kind of person and go about your business. Yeah, I squeeze up my puppy. Me wake up in the morning, me say all of my money still in my account and in my wallet. Nobody never robbed me overnight. I didn't make any deals I have to renege on under the influence of anyhow. It's a deal. They're brokered a deal. Now listen, it come down to now us, hearing this and saying, I believe her or I lie that girl they tell. Which side of the fence you depend so far? Cause we are gonna play a Khago part now, Which side of the fence you depend? Oh, somebody did a call just now. Please call back. Or give me a minute. Let me play a Khago side first, and then the calls them can come in. See? But we which side? This squeezing puppy part got me. Which side of the fence on the depend you know? Is it you believe her? She's telling the truth? Or I like that girl I tell. Eh? LA, what you say? Boy, LA says she's telling the straight truth. Hold on there. I told you our strength is in our mouth. No pun intended. Yeah, Jamaican woman them dangerous. When they fit them out, brother, duck and roll. J Ras Jada in the building. Ras Jada. Wait. Oi. Me ask the question, Me say, it's up to us now. Do you believe her? She sound like she'll tell the truth to you? Or she is a lied girl, is a lied girl. Watch this. Bridget said, I believe her because. I don't know why, Bridget, you believe her because of what? 5Field 63 said, but why that type of deal? Because that is how it's always been. 5Field 63. You see enough of them artists there that you see on front page, they had to goggle a whole lot and they had to bounce on something a whole lot. Then they'd have to spread something and take something. That's how the entertainment industry goes. And a lot of the times, I'm not saying everyone and I'm not saying all the time, but a lot of the times. Hell, you have guys out here right now that walk around with professional equipment, camera equipment, and just snapping pictures. And some young girl, giddy head out here is like, I want to be a model one day. That's her dreams and aspiration, right? And she runs into a guy like this, and he's like, yeah, I'm a professional photographer. I got my own photography studio, and I got a link to Hollywood. Nick Cannon is my boy. And we be out there chilling with Nick out there and whatever. And you might have seen me on Wild and Out and whatever. And next thing you know, the girl gone in place to go take professional pictures because she said that. And that's just stringing them along. Now the pictures are taken. Now what do I do with your pictures? Do I throw them in the garbage or do you want me to pass them on to, say, a Nick Cannon? Because you might want to put you on Wild and Out. You know what I mean? She's searching for fame and whatever else come with it. But you're going to have to do me one favor first, though. And 90% of it, Veronica Gale says 90%. 90% of the time, they end up saying, you know what? Me squeeze puppy already, I never get no tight. Me kiss body tip already, I never get no tight. Hell, I've gone way beyond. Never get no tight. At least this time I'm gonna be famous. And they go down that road once again. Broker the deal, and then still not get no tight. It happens. It happens. The Khagonians know the truth, Bridget said. Me don't know what that mean. Ella A says she don't miss a detail, a truth. Kaz Robinson says, play Khago first, then me will decide. Clean D say, I thought Khago has a dog. BM says, lies, lies. He would go straight for the pum. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes, you're like, no, I don't want to do. I want to give you. Okay, just put your hand right there. So then, I don't know how the straps go already. Stop act like Stop act like y'all ain't been here long enough. You know it go already. Apparently, you get biased response till you play a Khago side. Okay, Crystal G, say no more. May I play a Khago side now? Then we're gonna talk.
Hello, sir. I know I don't want to play the bigger man. I play the bigger man for me.
All right, I think how Khago do. This is how Khago do. Well, okay? So for us who are doing this, if I stay here and do a live with you and the live lasts 2 hours, 3 hours, you see when Khago do a video like this, his speech is muffled, right, LA, and you can hear his music playing louder than what he is saying. Now, his music has copyright protection. So when them hear the music are playing in the background, they don't just say to you, take out that part or share revenues on that part with the artist. They take your whole video. So you sit down here 3 hours and talk about 10 different topics. That one little piece that has his music playing in it will cause them to take away your whole 3-hour video, your whole 2.5-hour video. You see it? So I don't know why him do that. If me did not come tell my truth, I wouldn't put no music behind me. I would have said what me have to say. But let me hear and see if at any part the music went away.
Listen, tell you something. You know, no respect. What it done because I look at that and my youth. What it done for the other day, and I take the highway. But it looks like it's a freedom champion of the town. You come on a major yard, and I say,
I've decided what to do. So, I'm going to play a Khago part. And then when we're done with this live, I have to go re-edit this whole video. So I will find his part and take it back out of it so we don't get copyright infringement for it. Okay? Honestly, I don't want to use people's music either if there's no permission given to me to use it. I wouldn't want somebody I use my things and make money off of it and just for them pocket's sake, right? So, but for the sake of the conversation this morning, we are going to play it all the way through. You have to listen good because, and Khago. Me see you do enough talk on camera already and them clear as day. So why you do this one that is so important to answer these types of allegations and it's muffled with your music playing in the background? That one I should have clear with no music. So everybody hear what you are saying. But anyhow, let's go.
the bigger man because I young and there's a when I tell me cat. Brother. You know, sir. I know the while to play the bigger man, I got to play the bigger man for me. That's all the while I play the bigger man. I may play the bigger man because I'm young and there's a when I tell me Khago, take it highway, man. Oh no, there's a sometimes you have to come down in a corrupt road. See, I just make people know who they have a deal with. You can't do that today. I say, I can't do that. Let me tell you something. I can't go this, See, man, you said, while you're pussy, you should have shame on your ass. If you come on 4 man who's fat, I said, I'm an animal, and no man will follow because you're not even smell good at pussy class. You smell like a garbage. Not even pretty bad now, and you're dirty, long, long pussy tongue. You come and talk about squeeze cap. Pussy hole, you say Egyptian fucking in your body and suck your pussy. And for your car, them sit around and it's artist in now, they like it. Look how rich Egyptian is. You say you dash a bumper clad Egyptian belly. You say that, and you say that in a studio, you say everybody hear it. They dash Egyptian belly, and a doors at your bumbo like 20 grand to whoop, so good need. That is how wicked it is. And these people who start to just come a country and hang down your mouth, yes, now we cannot look at the bumbo class start. We drink after dirty liquor and dash your over that shit. Listen, tell you something. You know, no respect. Hold it down because I look at that and my own. Hold it down for the other day, and I take the highway. But it look like it's a tear down champion on the come. You come on a major yard, and I say you would not even be around there. And put soul on the carry where your mother yard is better than the major. So you just a girl who start just go around and land down people. Remember, so when you carry go around on your mother yard, you say you're not going to want your mother see me because you did have a man back then and your mama fuck your man, dirty dog shit. You know, say you don't know nobody. There is nobody that your mama fucking see a ass man. Eh? Yeah, your mama fucking see a man. Yeah, understand? And it's not like me and you're dead. Now you know none of them a man are dead. But you know what your mama say, no. Because you say rich man up a man even though you're carrying by your mama yard back then and your mama.
Stash, yeah.
That's why I don't know about it. You need to put on your phone and understand say not everybody you can charge them. I don't care. I don't care if that is video go to people and say about you. Because me know about myself. So let me tell you something. And when you start bringing up on the people them in a look at dark shit argument, you come around now and rob on this a roll and borrow and look at steal money, you look at war and dark shit. You understand? And so when you fuck out in the teens, and in the 20s, and reach 40, you just go, when you just swing from pillar to post, and I try to tear them when you want to tear them. You see a daughter fire gunshot of fire, pussy hole. And people have to tell you to make them say, you chat too much. I want to check a stock. Not that all what you say. Everybody when you go around, you just carry the next one when you just left round. You will go to them wickedly to become the leader in their life. My brother, let me tell you something. An artist, I will watch your mouth. I will watch your lips. You come around me and you want disrespect all my brethren, my girl. No. Not even a lady can't disrespect my brethren. She will see certain things that go on and rare, and she called me one side and say, Khago, you know, so rare. But you chat too much, and your mouth and your downfall. Pussy hole, you're the biggest producer in the Triton, and you're saying cocky little like a lighter. And him man, let you look how rich Triton is. So you just go around and a swing from pillar to post to pussy hole. I wouldn't want to talk about some things where you come here and say, don't talk about all the great Capitan. Little girl got built. I'm going to have a blood clot chiller and go plant cocoa. Mother road, brother.
Wanna say? Y'all have heard it. I sacrificed the video this morning for you to hear it. I'm gonna have to go watch this whole video back over. Let me see. We're at 1 so I'm gonna write down the time so I can remember where to go when I edit this back out. 1 7 0 0. Edit from here. All right. Wanna say? I believe every word Gunna Life says this man 5 feet. Yeah, listen. Lick like Triton. Me no know who she get to, but me say she get to. Remember that song there from? And when she have 10 man. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family. What going?
Where I say, fam? SouFLo, you get trouble bad enough.
Happy be 11.
Why you get so much trouble? Seriously. I don't know how your wife check you.
Brother. Oh, God. But it's very interesting and entertaining at the same time. Khago call up a whole heap of names. And I don't know why I do that.
She brag about our sister come and make Bill house.
Yeah.
Right?
She fix up the house. Yeah.
But I know she do it.
But that's still our sister, man.
What PR pocket there?
But that's how we live at Jamaica. She was trying to establish that she come from good family. And our family is together. And they love each other and them love her. And that she did try to establish. So she said, even just the other day, my sister come from England. So nobody walk and talk about me like I'm a nobody that don't come from anywhere good and don't have anything. That's what she'd try say, you know. So which part she live? A good, nice, decent place, a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, nice house. Sister just come from England, do over the whole house. It clean and nice, and she carry him go around there already and all these things. So at that, so cause if you listen to him style, her dirty dog shit and no come from nowhere and no live nowhere. I guess that's what she was refuting by saying that's not true about her. You have to put it in context, you know.
All right, so why she need Khago for bus her? Why she not try bus herself?
She said, brother, she said she been trying for years. Maybe she been trying for years and she been getting the whole squeeze. The whole squeeze. Maybe she been trying, she tired of squeeze cock. She tired of squeezing puppies. And she, you know, everybody want her squeeze puppies are ton for your backers and it's rough. You have to, if you want to be balanced, you have to see it from both angles. I'm seeing it from the side of this could very well be a lie, right? But what would she? No, I'm saying what would she have to gain telling this type of lie? Because for somebody who's let me break this down for you. For somebody who's trying to bust in the industry, right? You would not go against somebody who is so established in the industry as Khago is. You wouldn't go against somebody like that if you've been trying for the longest for bust. And you know, now you have a link with that person. Even if the relationship goes sour, you wouldn't do that. Because do you hear the amount of names that Khago call? That's why I start sing Triton. Dexter Daps. I don't know who she get to. Big producer them. And she and call upon Capleton name. Father Capleton name. No. King Shango. And Triton would look like lighter. And yeah, basically what I think Khago was doing. Oh, and who bus shot off her. Mind you know. Mind the FLA now and pay attention to them video here, you know. Because if it wasn't a justified reason for busting shot after her, you kind of just tell somebody that the FLA might be looking into. You see what I mean? Say? All that was very unnecessary. Because if me in my wildness bust a shot off a boy, I don't want you come talk it on YouTube. And that's why SouFLo bust shot after you. FLA now looking at me like, oh, you bust shot after. Okay, so you're out here using your legal firearm to intimidate someone. Or police could be looking at me like, so I'm out here carry illegal gun. You might shoot off of people. We hear Khago said, I could pay him closer and say, well, go on. You know, now you're targeting somebody, all kind of something. Handle your business without mentioning other people's name, man. That's what I'm trying to say. Because now a whole different can of worms have been opened up. You know?
But at the end of the day, though, you know, and a lie she tell still.
Mm-hmm.
You know? She talk her truth, but at the end of the day, too,
so you believe her?
Nobody out there no rate her.
You believe her then?
I believe her. I believe her. Is that the industry, you know?
Then for you know that, brother. Yeah, so nobody no rate her, so them no boss her.
Because she go from hand to hand and she flip like cellular phone. Yeah.
Boy, but oh man, it's a rough road.
Hey, listen.
It's a rough road. Yeah.
Me, out the road and she tell me that she interested in a modeling or to be with star. Me not interested again.
Why,
me don't want that.
Why,
because once that go out there, you know. Hey, I work on music before, you know. I was entertainer, but I was more like a man. I'm gonna watch art flip from the moment to mountain I like them sell your so no they look and say, what where them there now? See game. See about be broken relationship. Believe it or not, you know. Hot. I witness match him. I witness now she love him, but she love him in a way that she never want to do it.
Why your phone a break up, so what you do? You have it on speaker, Bluetooth, or you moving around too much or something?
Let me check one of them things.
Alright, so
yeah. I don't understand why it's breaking up. Let me bring that.
Most of the people here actually believes what she said. Especially after hearing Khago's side, them believe now even more what she said. I saw a couple of names in here before. After listening to her, they said they weren't going to draw any conclusions until they heard Khago's side. Me play a Khago side, and then it looked like all of them people there say, "Yep, we believe her. This, she telling the truth." Because right away, he went into a smear campaign instead of just defending. You know.
Remember, sir, Khago confused, you know. Khago had no 2 level, you know.
Khago.
So
when me talk, just no say no me I say so. See? But them said it's boy all the time still. See? All right. The views of the callers are not necessarily the views of the host. Again, my disclaimer. All right. People call and talk, them talk. You're listening. What I say?
Yeah, he's a great artist, but him had no level.
Him had no level. Oh, you say that no?
No. Because him not too much. Yo, the man make some statement more time when I tell us, say, brethren, you have to even pray if him dip on one side of the fence or the other. If him love man or him love woman. The man talk some foolishness sometimes, brother.
Yeah.
Even with the thing we get them firearms step with. Yo, bro, we just go do a DNA and leave the girl alone. Why you go mix up with mad people?
Well, I don't think them. Well, him have back in firearm. Him have back in
firearm. Get back?
Yeah, man, him have back in firearm. From back then, from them time there, cause yeah. But I have heard him say some stuff before where it really didn't make me like when him did talk about when him get locked up at Mandeville and him talk about the boy them were pretty in a cell in a back there or when him did. Or when him did I say something about, yeah, he said a lot of stuff. That is why Ayactian did actually start use the stuff where him said. Ayactian not even did too. All he did was take a voice note clip and him start the song with the voice note clips of Khago. Because Khago has said a lot of crazy stuff online. Coming like Queenie. Queenie said a lot of crazy stuff online. And it can be used against you at a later date, you know? So
exactly.
I don't know.
Hey, before I come off the phone, SouFlo, I want to talk to you upon a real conversation and your advice on something, right? Remember me calling and me that tell you so my grandmother reached 100, right?
Yeah.
And about 2 months later, she passed away.
Seeing.
So, all right. So this Sunday we are doing the funeral. And you know me look on some family member come up and me and that side of family become a kind of draw away still. But may I say, until my grandmother lay to rest, me are ready to cut, but me not fully cut until we lay her down, you know?
Same.
But we are trying reason, and me there in my place now, and me I say, I wonder if me forgot the funeral or not. Because from long time, the way we kind of coexist. And I say we are family, we coexist, you know what I mean? I mean, I say the family unity because when me speak up against family, just like how you try to advise people, them look back on you and them are, you know, it's always negative. And me I say, when me I say wrong.
So where I try to say? Are you trying to ask if you should go to your grandmother's funeral or not?
Yeah, because me reach a point right now.
Let me help you get to the you know me like people talk already, but me no want to because me have a couple more topics you have to run through. And I don't want to rush you because it's a sensitive topic that still. But let me help you get to that. You're wondering, should you go to your grandmother's funeral or not because of your relationship with family and family members?
I'm going to want something to happen out there and me have to go cuss them out.
Where is she being laid to rest?
Well, we're going to cremate her, but we're doing a memorial.
Okay, where? No, you overseas or Jamaica?
Yeah, Canada. We're in Canada.
Canada. Okay. I thought just why you say overseas or Jamaica, but okay. Go in honor of your grandmother. Whole of vibes and left. That's it. Nobody worry about who I gonna do what and you have to go cuss them out. Go there with the mind frame that you're not going to curse nobody out and you're only here to honor your grandmother. Do it in her memory and leave. That's it.
All right, straight talk.
See? All right. Manners, brother.
All right, bless up.
Bless up.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, man. Cause grandma have nothing to do with none of that. See? You always got have people around that you don't agree with, don't like her or whatever. But rest in peace to Granny. That's a part of life, you know. We all transition. One day at some point, me I try to do the best me can with the little I've been given until my point come to transition. And I would hope that all who did love me turn out instead of I worry about who them I go argue with if them come and these kind of things. So my condolences to you, my youth. Never easy losing a loved one, especially a grandmother. Those are usually like the pillar of the family. If you notice in most families, after the matriarch, patriarch dies, the family kind of just splinter apart. Everybody just because then there's no more common ground. There's no more. You go Jamaica this summer. Yeah, when you go down? I go down June, July. You go down July. What date? All right. You're there, grandmas. All right, we're gonna all meet up at grandma. Cause we go see her. Blah blah blah. And that's how you get to see everybody and whatever. Once they pass, nobody don't feel like them have to be good anymore. Nobody don't feel like cause grandma not there for see it anymore. Nobody don't there for feel like the glue is gone. The glue is gone, so everything does fall apart. Anna Arman, and go. Seeing? All right. Bridget Khago, hold on there. Aware of the certification, but he's not a great artist in a way it's described. Somebody says. Black Goddess Henry, I think music is subjective. An artist that you pick and say, that's my favorite artist. I could probably look at that artist and listen to them and be like, how you even listen to this garbage? It's kind of like food. Food is as subjective as music is. Something you might really like because your taste buds different and it's nostalgic, brings back memories and your favorite food. For me, is like, you know, live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, Devin. How are you this morning?
I'm good, family. How you doing?
Good.
All right. You watching the show?
I'm watching the show every day.
All right. What we talking about this morning?
You're talking about females with women that care and this like this.
Say again?
You're talking about cartels and females.
No, what were you gonna say to us this morning?
Oh no, I was going to say hi, how are you?
Oh.
I hope you have a good weekend.
All right.
Did you check my WhatsApp or not?
I don't know. I probably haven't. I haven't checked it and I haven't checked WhatsApp in a while. I haven't been in the chat room in a while. I haven't. My WhatsApp is kind of like backed up, because I'm on many different platforms. I make days for one at a time. I'm one person.
Okay.
So eventually when I get there, then I'll just reach out to whoever contacted me there.
Okay, because you text me a couple of days and it could tell my story on WhatsApp.
All right. We'll get in touch. I'll make time. I'll try to make time soon to get into the WhatsApp messages. There's quite a few of them there. All right.
Okay.
All right, family. You have a wonderful weekend, yeah?
You too. Have a nice weekend.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah. Missy Brown said Bumbo. Same to you, sir. All right, here we are. Enough of that Khago something there. I wonder if this is a publicity stunt. Let's go that far. I wonder if this is a publicity stunt. Vicky, you send me a message too? You see? I'm like, I could only do one at a time. And this past week here, I've had a lot going on. A lot. So usually, I know it's bad business, but usually all my email get checked once a week. Once a week I'll check WhatsApp. Once a week I'll check the gmail.com. Once a week I'll check Instagram messages. Once a week I'll check each platform because I squeeze buckle Andrew Skinner. Here what What if this is just all a publicity stunt for Khago and this girl, and then him drop the two song? She's supposed to get one where it's just her by herself, and one where it's a collaboration between her and Khago. What if this is all a publicity stunt? Cause you know, people drop songs all the time, and we don't pay no attention to it. Good song, good artist, and we're not paying no attention to it. But if some controversy attached to it, we somehow always pay attention to it because of the controversy, right? So I'm looking outside the box again. What if this is just something for drum up some controversy? I don't know, but we'll see. If we see more of this, we know say another controversy. She was squeezing puppy and didn't get her end of and didn't get her end of the deal. But we'll stay tuned to see what happens next. Am I call up too much people name? No, sir. This is what Rash Jada says. Am I call up too much people name? Yeah, I shouldn't do that. Vicky Victor says Khago will do that. The war did a deal with Ayaktian and Khago. After many, many songs were made against each other, it came out that it was a planned war. It wasn't like them getting at something with each other and just start go at it like Bounty Killer and Mr. Vegas. Bounty Killer and Mr. Vegas was going at it lyrically. Them really not like each other. Them really Killer dep on social media tell him say, yo, take my name out of your mouth and these kind of things, and them just go from there. So to man drop song, man drop back song, and you know. But that was genuine. But in a Khago situation, I got to find out that that was also orchestrated. And then Khago said it started out being orchestrated, but then it just gets serious. So I don't know. Them name calling the door is what make, yes, main one. The name calling part is what made me think it might not be just a joke or just a publicity stunt. Triton. Me no know who she get to, but me here say she get where. Hey, she say all when you have 10 man, me have to be 11. Me never ask them for watch your body for me, let me I tell them. Hi. Oi. Anyhow, we're gonna move on from that one there still. Let's talk about Jamaica's viral couple now. Wanna know about Princess Diana and Bubi? Wanna know Bubi? Wanna know Princess Diana? I'll be honest with you. The first time I see Bubi and Princess Diana, I said to myself, say, we love promote the foolishness, you know. But then, I don't know, them kind of like a grow up on me kind of thing. I'm trying not to pay attention and it still just pop up everywhere, you know. You don't know them. I don't know Bubi. See Bubi, and see Princess Diana. There's a whole big article. It's a big woman compared to him, but it's not that many years apart, I'm learning. So this is the new viral couple, yeah, so. And them always say, oh, Bubi look like Scarecrow. And now him look like him a hug up his mother. And she a feed the little boy and take care of the little boy. And then she need to send the little boy back, go home to his mommy and all kind of something. You need a virtual assistant to help manage that part of your business, Bridget says. But anyhow, we work with what we have, Bridget. And sometimes it's not good to have too many people around you. Next thing, me have virtual assistant, and then man gone with me things like Andre, because people fall out and blah blah blah. Anyhow, match made in Jacques Road. Viral couple Princess Diana and Bubi are madly in love. Despite being more than 10 years apart in age, new viral couple on the block, Princess Diana and Bubi, take over from Dewey and Dewey and Queenie, says that they are proof that true love still exists and that age is just a number. Princess Diana, given name Keisha Hammond. Come know say I never such a name in her real life. Keisha Hammond and Bubi, who is Devani Barnett. They are the talk of TikTok now, and they have amassed more than 25,000 followers on TikTok during their 18-month relationship. Bubi said, "Me love her. I know she love me. She's my princess." This is what Bubi said as he rubbed her shoulder, loving at their Jacques Road, East Kingston home. Princess Diana said that when Bubi started throwing sweet verses in her direction last January, she didn't make much of it, but he was persistent. Me always I say, little boy, you think you can manage me? You know one of them there. They said, by the way, anytime you hear a woman say, little boy, you think you can manage me? That means that she gonna put you to the test next. Hang on for a minute, my brother. You will be in the splish splash soon. She has made her mind up. That's why she asked you if you're up for the challenge. Anyhow, she said when she said, little boy, you think you can manage me? I liked him as a person and not as a lover at first. Him keep on coming to me shop, and him come and him buy sometimes. Sometimes I tell him say it's this one is on the house, and then we exchange numbers. 2 months later, she decided to give Bubi a chance while he was attending a party. Now I've been with persons my age and it never work out. Him reasoning to me come off like a big man in a small person. My friend say, me fi do what me I do, but me must just run in background and check to see if him have any other woman. A man of few words. Bubi said that although Princess Diana is much older than he is, he knew that she was royalty and that she was the one with whom he wanted to spend the remaining days of his life with. When I ask her something, she always just give me a good answer. And yeah, she is the one. He said. Neither intended for their relationship to register on social media the way that it has, though, because they've gone viral as a couple. He always go out and video ourselves and, with little activities around the yard and stuff. And one day, me I got to buy some oxtail. And me just go up to him and me tell him, me I got to buy some oxtail. And him kiss me. A week after that, Bubi just put up the video and him brother call from camp and said, bro, you're gone viral, man. Me see you on status. Princess Diana admitted that neither she nor Bubi understood what viral meant because we are not really social media persons, People just start calling me from all over the world. And that was that. She said social media can be deceiving, but Bubi said that their love is just as tight off camera. It's not a plaything. Them actually in love for real. Me don't hide nothing from each other. We don't hide nothing from each other. Even if me have $1, she gonna know that there is $1 there. And that happened right across the board. She motivate me. And what me love about her mostly, she like me to have things. And me love that. Me love that. The couple got engaged last October when Princess Diana was hosting her birthday party. Me see him come around with 2 roses, real roses, and him give them to me, and it was astonishing, or I was astonished. Him said, babes, you'll spend the rest of your life with me, and my eyes them get teary. Him did in a white pants, so him never go all the way down. And, and him say, will you marry me? And people start video it and was excited. Me did get overwhelmed. Princess Diana has a 22-year-old son, but she and Bubi are trying to have a child together. The couple said that they were planning to tie the knot this October coming, but they decided to postpone it to accommodate a few of their loved ones who reside overseas. According to Princess Diana, she would love to do the nuptials on a beachfront property. Now, despite much support still, the duo said that they are not spared from harsh criticisms from persons. But Princess Diana said that love wins. At first, me tell myself, say, me not gonna make them get to me. Me know what we are getting ourselves into. well, maybe not Bubi, but me, because he is the younger person. He might look for a good woman who can motivate him. But me would more get the criticism because I am older, she said. So me expect it. But as me say, I have been with older persons who have never showed me the respect that he has showed me, because people of the outside looking in, them don't know the foundation of this relationship. So them just can talk. We brace ourselves for the bad comments. Um, and then there's a whole list of comments down here. But most people are saying something fishy around here. Me see something fishy around here. Me see something not right. Me see. Here what me gonna say. This ain't even one of those. I don't know why. Hepatitis, Queenie and Dewey fall me. What do you think? I see a lot of people saying if him just could have stopped bleaching skin, you know, people gone off on something else. Too many old people believe SouFlo. Some people just stuck on stupid. Some people believe like there was never any enlightenment in their life. Veronica, hold on there, Lulu Ridges. And then Bridget said, we in a Tyler Perry movie to BBC. How that go? I'm the same. Different strokes for different folks. Vicky says, I really hope that they work out. So Vicky, I one of them where I support them. Bridget said, I have a beachfront property in Yalas. Tell them to link me for a good price. Bridget, what you say, Bridget? Them can marry for your piece of property? Lulu, why you say hepatitis recipients? They are the new viral couple, my friend. Them gone viral now. So the little steam where Queenie and Dewey did have kind of wear off still. If did I look somewhere, them say if did I look somewhere to live. And our house always clean and nice. And the man said she likes me to have things. And me like that. Mrs. Nia, what go on? Yes, sir. They can't for a piece of change. Well, them say my look place to live, son. She put him up. She put up the little homeless boy, so he's not. Whoo! So he's not going to be disrespectful. Cause I know how it go already. If him disrespect him out the door. See it? Anyhow, you know what? For them, I wish them all the best too. Let me tell you the truth. I thought that she was much older. I don't know why. They're not saying exactly how older she is. It just says they are more than 10 years apart. Now, I know people that are 15 and 20 years apart. See? There's another couple on social media. Well, them just break up now. Don't know if they ever got back together because I don't follow them. The older guy with the pigeons, if you don't follow me, watch them 1 and 2 videos. When name the older guy with the pigeons and the young girl they were, and next thing we know, you know, everybody was all. Every time I see the video, she was on the go. Kim and Boo, that's the name of them. Shout out to them too. Bridget, do you know if they ever got back together? Did Kim and Boo ever get back together? Boo and Kim, Senior Sexy, did they ever get back together? I ask because although I wish people all the best, oh yeah, I did start seeing Kim and would have separated, but I love them. They claim they never left. Okay, there it is. Something like that. Because a lot of people were saying it's a publicity stunt and they must be careful because when these rumors go over and then people not gonna like them much anymore. Some people were like, yeah, right. They're still together. Anyhow, that's an older couple. A big age gap for that couple, and a lot of people support it. Matter of fact, I would say like 99% of the people, although I do see the comments that are not friendly, and it's always to the man. But a lot of the people there support them. So, me not see nothing no different over here, so, right? A older man get a younger woman. She's of the age where she can decide what she wants. It's the same thing over here, so. Bubi might be younger, but he's of the age where he can decide what he wants to. And this older woman happens to want a younger man, and she find a younger man in Bubi. So, and all the respect in the world. At the end of the day, listen to me. It don't really matter about age, it matter about respect. It matter about if somebody actually really care about you. Because you can run around and talk about, oh, I just want somebody who is, I'm 40, so I want somebody 37 to 41. And that is my window. And everybody you meet that's a 37 to 41, them either don't have no love for you, really, or they're there just to get what they could get from you or whatever. And you might meet somebody that's totally out of your league, like somebody who you would never think you could be with. And that's where you find like the most respect and the most caring and the most all these things. So me not wash my mouth on nobody relationship here, sir. If them like it, me love it for them. Yeah, that way. If they like it, I love it for them. So go ahead and do your thing. I was rooting for Queenie and Dewey. Dewey. And we all know how that goes. Me never root for Queenie and Dewey. I wish them all the best, but I wasn't rooting for them. I wasn't rooting for them, and it didn't have nothing to do with age. I was not rooting for Queenie and Dewey from because me see how Queenie is, and I saw how Dewey was. You see how Dewey quiet, reserved, don't really chat too much. And then Queenie was like, I was thinking it was just too much of a contrast. And a young youth, I mean, he's a young man. What do you want to take up that for in an older woman? Most younger men that gravitate towards an older woman who's a bit older than he is and actually start a relationship out of it and the relationship goes the distance, it's some woman that's very feminine. She's soft, she's loving, she's caring, she's kind, and she have motherly qualities about her. Even if she passed the age where she can give him children, she usually has motherly qualities about her. See, if you have a good mother as a man, you're gonna want a woman that's going to treat you like how your good mother treat you, right? Because mommy set the precedence already. She already show you, say, you're a king and I treat you a certain kind of way. So don't deviate too far from this and go out and go make some people, dirty girl picnic, batter you all over the place. Because that ain't the standards. See? So if you find that in somebody, the age might be far apart. But usually when a younger man go for an older woman, it's because those things are in place. And never because go suck out your mother. Why would you want to try that? Why would you want to try that? Unless there's an ulterior motive to it. All your friends are like, yo, brethren, mad woman you pick up. And she old. You know how much mad young girl around you? She older. She way older. She can't even give you no kids or nothing. And what you want that for? There has to be some ulterior motive there. And then probably I gotta tell him, brethren, them, yo, hold it down my youth. Me know me have because that one is stuck for me. So I'm sure me I go get me papers for that one year or whatever. Not saying that that's what Dewey did. I'm just saying in these situations, usually that's what it is. If you find the couple where the man's younger significantly, look at the woman. She's never that type of woman. That's why I never did a root for them. I was actually saying, run, Dewey, run. I wasn't rooting for them. I was like, run, Dewey, run. What that? Run. Me know she. Me get cussed out by her already too. Me know she. Run. Not that I know her like that because we don't know each other. I don't want people to get that misconstrued. But I know her from online, right? Run. But him run right up in it. So he must know why I'm run right up in it. That is unusual. That is unusual. Unless the older woman presents herself as all the nice, loving, caring, nurturing things. And then later on, because someone is like that, you appear to be this angelic, God-sent, everything I've ever wanted kind of person. Until a man say, I do. Or until the man start work and bring home every paycheck and they're the same yard every day. And then you get tired of him. And then that Queenie side come out of you. And he has to see that side. And he's like, damn, me don't want this. But no young man now gonna choose that off the bat. That's why I wasn't rooting for them. When you're gonna be respectful in any relationship, but still it takes a certain je ne sais quoi, to be an age gap. Know what you're doing. Mrs. Nia, absolutely. Absolutely. I tell people all the time about the age gap part. If you are the older one, you have to look at your relationship like this. You do a relationship that's 15, 20 years difference. Say you are 40 years old and your partner is 15 years to 20 years younger. You're basically with somebody who hasn't fully developed mentally yet. Think about that. You are basically with somebody who has not fully mentally developed yet. And you know, in our real life, it might start off feeling good because this person feel like, oh, this person is older. I feel protected when I'm with them. They have their shit together. You know, they're focused, not like guys my age or not like girls my age or whatever. And then it's going to take a turn. And the turn that it's going to take is this. If one of them start believing, say, why are you talking to me like I'm your child? Because it's going to be the natural order of things. It's going to be the natural order of things. You're not going to look at a 21-year-old when you're 40 and say, oh, you can teach me everything about life. No, the conversation is going to switch. It's going to be like, hey, I've been here almost twice the years you've been on earth. I've been places. I know things, right? So it's either you're going to listen to me or you're going to act like nothing I say to you means anything. And then if you end up Dessa, more conflict is going to be in your relationship now. You don't want to hear from them because them young and dumb and the figure life out yet, brain not fully developed yet. They don't want to hear from you because your old ass is stuck in your old ways. Coming like Tony Mataran, baby mother, old, dirty, old 51-year-old, that kind of way. She was harboring that thought the whole time. It just come out now that she's angry, you know. But all along, she knew he was 50 and 50 something and 49, 50 when she was way younger. I'm only 31. He's 51. Old, dirty. Run, Chewy. We did over here say, run, Dewey, run. Run away. Next thing we see big wedding, Palm Beach, celebrity wedding, all these people. I was like, wow. This is, you ever watch a train and the train is like the movie, what a movie that name? Where the train did a run on the track and it's going, Keanu Reeves was in the movie. The train I got like 100 mile per hour down a track and the track broke way down so. And it lead off in a one precipice. And you watching this train 100 mile an hour heading to the wreck and nothing can stop it, right? That was kind of how I felt about Dewey, Queenie and Dewey. It was like, this is watching a train wreck. And you know the train I got wrecked because you're like, ooh, it's about to... Ooh, when the train I got wrecked, and then the train, you start to see the train wreck in slow motion. In slow motion, cop start get fling bust up man face, slow motion. Man get stabbed, slow motion. Yeah, and man move out and get cussed out in front of everybody. Them fighting a public out at airport, all kind of something like that. Slow motion wrecking, slow motion wrecking. So I only hope, because I haven't seen that with Princess Diana and Bubi. I haven't seen that with them. Every video I've seen with them, it's, I don't know, it do kind of look like, I guess because I'm so small compared to her, you know, it kind of look like our picnic. And then in bleach out him face, plus him face look way younger than her face, let's be honest. So she have that motherly look about her. She look like she have about 3-4 picnic around at the house. We learned today that she has one and he's 20 something, or the child is 20 something years old, right? And I think her man must be about 20 something years old, like our son, probably even younger. But that's why them not put him age. I think he's probably like 19, 20 or something like that. Vicky said, divorce the young fish. What? Cause the man bleach out there, call him fish, Vicky. The man bleach out and she look like she like it. I don't know. Miss Nisnea says, anytime you get into a relationship with a huge age gap, you better work out all the kinks. Children taking care of someone if they're older. Lots of real talks need to happen. Absolutely. Bridget said, But he slid in her DM and pursued her. She said she ignored him and he kept asking her for the date. So Dewey to blame for his situation. Right. But you know, when Queenie did get her body done first, I don't know if y'all seen them pictures online, but when she did get the waist snatch and the body look away and the breast them did look away, she got her body done. And you know, certain people are into those types of things, especially somebody with heavy bleached, well, them don't look nothing like them for myself. They're usually into what they call dolly body and all these things. So it was something that was right up his alley. Right. And from him jumping at the inbox and she said, yeah, it was Ray from there. So people have their type. People have their type. Whether we want to look on it and say, I would never. That's toxic. She ugly. Him nasty. Him look cranny. Somebody out there for them. So, but she did just get her body done them time there. Even me did see it online. And when me see it, I was like, blood fire. The nipple them turn up stiff like something in her clothes. Nah, man. And her belly look good and everything. And I say, it's a big woman, this. Then I realized it was her. Somebody said, this is the same lady who you talked about that was stealing from the store in the UK and the security guard caught her and she cussed out the security guard on camera, huck out the mother and all these things. And I was saying in the video, well, some people there yard want a visa bad to go make use of it. And these are the kind of people them give visa for go England. And she did reply. And it wasn't it wasn't a good reply. But there you have it. So big up to all of them same way, man. Queenie and Dewey go and do the thing until it mash up completely. If we can't put it back together. Here's the crazy part. What if Queenie and Dewey is actually a promotional stunt too? What if? Because them have to make it look as real as possible. Remember, I know, controversy sells, you know. And anytime you get boring, your shows dry up. Nobody, tabloids don't talk about you no more. You're uninterested no more. If you notice, every time there's controversy, they start trending. Do we start get show over here? So Queenie start get booked for this event and that event. And then before you know it, them show up together again. So we'll never know. We'll never know. But me, I take it how me see it. And how me see it, run, do it, run. Run before she kill you. Because Queenie look like the type where we kill Dewey and then stand up over him and I cry about Jesus Christ, God, I've ever look what we do. Look what we do. But you dead, bro. You're dead, bro. You know what I mean? You can't come back from that, mate. So run, Dewey, run. Because I see Queenie right now. I want SouFLo him. I suck your mother. All is not my business and your business are spoiled. I true, yeah, talk, Queenie. I true. Hey, I want to talk about these bitter birds, but we're not gonna do it yet. Black Ryno is our next one. I didn't want to say something about friendship based on the Black Ryno video. Black Ryno friend call himself exposing Black Ryno now. If you don't know dancehall or if you don't know Black Ryno, then you probably don't know or dabble in dancehall music. But most of us here know who Black Ryno is, right? Black Ryno came up from Empire days with Vibes Cartel, that Black Ryno. A lot of these youths today actually live in Black Ryno style. And, you know, them take the style from the originator. And then they went on to do things with it. And at just different times now. I guess Ryno didn't keep up, but okay, whatever. This are the man, brethren. This is supposed to be your good brethren, you know. You know? Ross, wait there, Mrs. Nasa, Ross, tell me the truth. If somebody display that I'm getting away from you immediately, yeah, man, I sit down and wait for you to stab me. If you ever motion like that's what it's about to be, I'm out of there. Matter of fact, I left a relationship just like that. And you know the exact words what she said to me? She said, I kid you not, real life story. Me wake up, lay down, this woman turn up there. Just a look over me, so. I admit I was being a bad boy at the time. You know, I was young and dumb. But I wake up to the woman standing up over me. You hear, and this is what she said, right? She said, you know, I'm just there look upon you and I try to figure out where to plant the knife. I never slept in that house another night. Mr. When you stand up over Mr. Fire, you know you wake up out of your sleep and somebody I watch you? She said, you know, I was just watching you sleep. I was trying to figure out where to plant the knife. Okay. Scandal bag, 2 pieces of clothes, bike back, out of there. Never went back. That was the end of that relationship. And that was a relationship I was in for years. But that one move there. Because that one move I was out of there. Me know why you stand up over me, I think about which part to plant knife. And I'm not, and once you do that once and you let me know, me now wait for you actually plant knife somewhere, and then me and you come in like Dewey and Queenie on camera, FaceTime, I talk about I want a liquor stab. I want a liquor stab McGee. Wait, you can't even show the stab. Wait there. I mean I talk about liquor stab me bumbo clot to see how you stab out me like you so. No, it's alright. Good. You won't get the chance though. If you even look for me like it could be that, out of there. Run, do it, run. All the run. All the run we are tell do it for run, do it now run. So the next thing we are gonna say, God cover him. We are say run, do it, run, and if not run, God cover him. God go with you, do it. God go with you, because you seem to keep on going back. I could talk about the Black Ryno something now though. It's a Black Ryno, yeah. In Britain, say a good brother.
I want everybody to be honest. Be honest. If you don't see it, you don't see it. Not that wrong if you don't see it, but everybody who knows seven Ryno they bought a me make Ryno they bought a Brooklyn, but carry Ryno a Brooklyn party them who knows this.
Oh Lord,
you see my smoke weed and my weed in my smoke. Who knows this? You know what I say? Him not my money for buying a liquor. Him not drive. Him can't go nowhere, taxi and Uber and take. He said, me not go back and forth and them things. Me just keep this thing a real one time. Me not want nobody come play shy, scared, I just watch and talk. And not for no tell me so no watch my video and I'm not comment about it. When I find no bumble clot coming. When I tell me if I lie, me I tell. Even if I don't feel like I lie, me I tell. Put your lie, me I tell them. But who know the truth? Talk the fucking truth. I want y'all to comment on my post. Black Ryno and nobody. Now me make a Black Ryno resurrect boy, especially in a Brooklyn party and in a Queens party. People be honest with me now. And my Porsche Black Ryno drive up and down inner. And me I get Black Ryno styling start. I want everybody to be honest. Be honest. If you don't see it, you don't see it. Not that one if you don't see it. But everybody who knows seven Ryno they bought and me make Ryno.
Only a friend know your secret, so only he could reveal it. And who that cap fit, let them wear it. Ryno said, you must answer. I haven't seen him in a while. Glad to see you, Ryno. I haven't seen you in a while. She said I'm alright and thing. Send me through me card. Me not call no phone.
You can't take some sissy man we are trying to make people look bad. Then I'm wanting to save life here and share. Hold on, man. Hold on, because man I try to make me look bad boy like me broke and like me real like me this and that. Me I invest my money in a land of Jamaica. But me tell you this, they are foreign and invest the money in a vehicle. I never really did want to tell you no my business. You know? So now let me tell you this, bro. Friend buy man weed every day. Me buy my friend them weed every day. Yo, dog, I have it today. My friend them do the same thing. Yo, where you smoke? We buy each other, because that's where niggas do. Real niggas do real shit with their restaurant more while. We buy each other's food more while. Today you feel like do it, today I feel like do it. We buy each other's liquors, alcohol on a regular, party, birthdays, rare. How dare you come on internet and talk about me hungry and buy food because you disrespect my mother. I'm going to tell you, say, don't put a video with me on the internet because you disrespect my mother. I feel a way about it because I put Mama Lana first. Remember, she had the reason why I left Gaza in the youth. Me I come talk real facts. Me now come talk Instagram hype. Can you see someone, me notice someone boy, when you try to bring down artists, because they are foreign and drive a little vehicle and you know, in a little clothes, you feel like you know somebody. You know, it's nobody, bro. It's not everybody interested in the hype clothes and it's not everybody interested in a hype vehicle. I told BMW my own boy and nobody never really know that. I never publish it, I never really sell that. Can't easy forget, bro. In America, bro. You can't trick nobody with their vehicle or things. Bro, who is you if you walk and tell people say you give me strength when you can't even give a bumbleclad self-strength? Who is you, bro? For how dare you say you pick me up a camera go party, batty boy, when you only pick me up when you have your females and when you want your females and know say you know Ryno. Remember anytime we go party and we go liquor, I have money for put up for buy liquor. To stop playing with me like me a waste man. Stop playing with me like me not have no money. Stop playing with me like me worse after no body dog. You is nobody. You is a nobody, bro. You is a nobody. You. Remember, I normally do this, you know. Over the years, people come and them talk shit about me and I make it slide. I can't make that one a slide. I stop make things slide. People have to hear my part of the story too. Just like how them come and tell people say me sell out and this, but them can't tell people what I do. So you over here tell people say, dog, you never do nothing for me, bro. Me know how you're nothing, bro. You're just a little batty boy and a sissy girl and a bitch nigga, bro. Oh. You's a bitch nigga, you's a corrupted nigga. Cause you're your friend kick off and you want me to take side of me and tell you, go fix your shit with the nigga. Me not take my side. And that you tell me go suck my mother for dog. That you tell me go suck my mother for dog. You notice when you tell me to go suck my mother, me take like 5 seconds before I answer you, bro. Cause I never know how to answer. You know why, bro? Cause I not pick it from you, bro. I'm going to ask you again. I said, dog, I really, my mother tell me about that. Because I tell you, say, fix things with the brother. Don't try to mash up a whole. Don't try to draw other man in you and your virgin altercation to start a whole other vibe to fix it. You see how corrupt it is, bro? So show me an artist now. You know what you do? You call me, you know, because you feel like me are the weak link. Why you never call another man? You call me and you try to intimidate. You try to intimidate me. I'm going to intimidate your big pussy woman. I tell you that to your face to that. So you feel like me was a pussy. So you call me and try to intimidate me. And I try to get me for pick side. And I show you say me for pick side and my brother side. I go pick out the man and grow me. Unknowings and growing. So man they grow me from Waterford. So I'm not going to put my brother aside for you. I don't know you're from a hole in the wall. But me I tell you, say, bro, I rate you and I rate him. I'm going to work out in the thing. Don't draw me in front. And that you tell him I'm going to suck my mother for. And what you do? The next day when you tell him I'm going to suck my mother, you go to the same man where I disrespect my father. Say, look, the boy tell him I'm going to suck my mother. But you don't tell the man where you do me. But here where you never know where you reach you. All of them man, the way that that and them grow me. So them know a lie that it. Me open my mouth, somebody have to fuck with people. They even like people coming over people that like me already, bro. But you over here tell people say, you give me strength, me hungry and you buy me food. But if I'm in at the restaurant today, I'm gonna take out my money for buy the food and you say, right now I got this. You tell people them say you buy my food. Tell the people them say I buy the drinks and the water. Batty boy. We make sure do that, because I don't want a boy feel like them could have no. I never know you was a pussy nigga. It's like you niggas some mark you from now. All of your friend them from mark you from now and see the type of person you is pussy. Because with the whole heap of things, whole heap of people you come tell me, boy, you buy food for me in a restaurant. You never beg enough food, bro. We never do none of that, bro. Your food you pay for the man don't have your money and say, yo, I got this. I'm say, alright, I got the juice, I got it. He's a batty boy, dog. You come tell me about food. You know much things we do for people, boy, yeah, bro. You know much things we do for people, boy, yeah, bro. You come call out Tristan Palmer name to me, bro. You don't even know the history with me and Tristan Palmer, and we tell you 250,000 again towards him bail. You don't know nothing about me, bro, because I'm not talk my business, I'm not talk who me link with, stop playing with me, bro. Bro, I do holy boy where you don't know, boy, you come and talk about things where, bro, remember me don't even name the food in a dog. Stop playing with me, bro. You know where you vex for? Because I sell 2 pounds a week. Since I want to talk, you hurt over the 2 pounds a week that the dog sell for me and he never sell here one. So you feel you could have diss me as a little artist. He's a bad mind boy, bro. You never do nothing for me yet. You never do nothing for me yet, bro. Only thing you ever do, you come tell people about camera go party. You only come pick me up with your, you even not go diss the female them. You only come pick me up with the female them, bro. And I try me them know, so yeah, man, I know, right? Dog, me even know why I come a party with you, dog. Dog, me even know why I come a party with you, dog. You act like me need you for something, or me need you for your dog. Me don't need you for nothing. Me don't need nobody for nothing. I'm me and Black Ryno, dog. Stop playing with me, bro. Them must say me not there. Everybody know me, bro. Everybody know me, boy. I one thing they know about Black Ryno. You if you not give me money, you not move. How dare you come talk about it? Everybody know that about me. If me not get, you have to give me money for my move. Boy, everybody know that about me, bro. Everybody know that about me, bro. Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me, bro. You over there talk shit about me like it, bro. You not do nothing for me in America, bro.
Rash
You not do
Jada.
nothing for me in America, bro. You not do nothing for me in America, bro. You see me? Nothing you ever do for man in America, you see me? Yeah, but you to pink wall is another thing because I notice anybody have lies or rumors, you're ready for post for my name or spread to. Lady, you know me can sue you, I know your real name and lady, stop yo, this is defamation of character. Because why you never post nothing good in me? Always, bro. Yo, you see through me, it's a boy and follow up certain things. There's a lot of things me know, and a lot of people see me when I try to embarrass me, that I can't embarrass no found to stop, yo, no stop playing with me, dog. Stop playing with me, dog. Dog, gonna stop playing with me, dog. This is another Black Ryno way. Me in a different energy right now, dog. We're not gonna stop playing with me, dog. We're not gonna stop bumbleclad playing with me. Oh, remember say me in the streets too, you know. So just like I wanna feel like I know people when know people, I know people with blood clot know people to know things. So that's like I wanna feel like I know people business. I know whole heap of bumbleclad business. I'm gonna stop playing with me, dog. Cause I'm not fuck with none of you. We shall only ever fuck with. My mind my own fucking business, bro. You know what I'm doing? Yo, that.
He do though. He do.
Can't trust no one, bro. What you mean can't trust no one? The one we had it friend. The nigga is just a bitch nigga. That's what friend do. Female company, niggas company. When we go to a party, every man chip in and buy liquor. Sometime a man do it. Enough time we do it, I go and buy the back myself. Enough time I go and next man buy the back himself. Next time we go and next man buy the back himself. Only bitch nigga go come talk about, oh, you came to the bar and you broke and I bought you this and you bought me that. What? I say you view your friend them because if you view me so the same way, you view every man the same way, where ever blood clot, whatever. So you know where you just set up yourself, you know. Post you don't even know, so you just set up yourself. No man not gonna take nothing from you now, because the man know he's a bitch, nigga. No man not gonna, bro, you buy your, the man already know you're informer to you. Remember you're informed by your friend them in the youth. Remember you're informed by your friend them. To me tell you, bro, your friend them have you as informer, bro. Stop calling me as me tell you. Me can come on the internet, bro, this videos use and nobody. Because I'm a mother you violate. And then you want to post me. That when I see my video on your page, bro, I remember my mother. You know, you disrespect my mother when my mother in the hospital, on her hospital bed, you. That's why I couldn't answer you. I pause for a couple minutes, bro. Because I really get up and tell people about them mother, and I'm going to get up and tell my friend them, because we have a whole heap of friends we catch up in, and them, we know the boundaries, bro. So it's when you do that, I say, you know, no rating someone youth. You don't even understand yourself because you depend on the phone and violate me, and then I violate me for your nigga when I grow with, and then you go back to the next nigga the next day. Use a whole corruption, bro. Bro, use a whole corruption, bro. Bro, use a whole bunch of corruption, bro. Don't even a girl like you. Use a whole bunch of corruption. You over talk like you over there talk like you do nothing for me. You don't do nothing for me, dog. You don't do nothing for me, bro, G. You never do nothing for me, bro. You have never done nothing. I have never asked you for nothing, Craig G, or whatever you want name. Nothing. You just look a clout off of my name, bro. You just look a clout off of my name. And I talk about me as a nobody. At least me as a nobody where people know worldwide. You is just a no bumbuckler body when nobody know.
I can't argue with that, neither.
You is just a nobody when nobody know.
Can't argue with that. Yo, me have to play that out. Well, that's it. Me lick plug on my mic. Listen, I had to play that out because, you know, there's a lot to be said about friends, man. Hold on there. Let's take a call here. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Manners, SouFLo.
Manners and respect, fam. What go on?
Me there.
Yeah.
You know, say, more talk to you about something private still.
All right. Well, you have to go catch me off the ear. Live on the
Okay,
ear right
hold on
now.
back.
Live on the ear right now. You have to go catch me off the ear.
I know your life on the ear now. When I say about, can I show it about next hour or two?
Yeah.
All right, manners.
Manners. Yeah, the picture from this call just now actually looked like Black Ryno. So I was like, if him call in for voice him opinion, but he actually said all he needed to say in that video right there. When I saw the video, I said to myself, damn, you could have never been a friend. You could have never been a friend from the start. And honestly, nobody knows you. And like it or not, Ryno is known like worldwide, really. So you could have never been a friend from the start. If I talk up how you buy me food and me broke and me not have nothing, and now you make people remember me and all this. That's why I thank God for my little two friends them when me have. I don't really have friends, really. My friends are still in the army. They still, well, one just retired. The rest of them still in the army doing their time. I don't keep friends because, you know, only your friends know your secret. And for some reason, today's men come in like, you know, when two girls broke up and them Kemisha find out say Sharon asleep with her husband and then them gone for internet and them it is not manly. I don't think that is manly at all. If you see man come on social media talk about me used to buy him food and used to buy him drinks and I might carry him drive up and down, you know, and I don't think it's manly, guys. So as men, we have to stand a certain way, you know. I have no friend, so no friend know my secret. So there's no friend that can come talk about him by me, nothing or nothing like that. But I try to avoid people like those. They come to you, wolf in sheep clothing. They act like them a give you strength, and then before you know it, him broke and pop down and not even him girl not like him and him picking them raggedy and this and that. Me go him house already and him girl do you want jump on me and I don't have time for it. We men. Men don't do this. Men don't do this. See? Brethren, always look out for each other. Not we are from a place where both run, right? If you don't know what both run mean, one pot cook and everybody eat out tight, or two pot cook and everybody eat out tight. So to reach where you're at now, I hear all this hypocrisy and selloutness. You should have never, that should have never come street if that was ever your real brethren. If that was your real brethren, nobody would have ever heard that. See? And y'all remember that too. If you want somebody, a real brethren, when the relationship goes sour, the secret them go quiet. What you know about them, dead and buried. What them know about you should be dead and buried. Those are boundaries, and you don't cross those boundaries. You dig? Yeah. So big up to Black Ryno same way. Right? Me used to link Ryno every now and then, but you know, Ryno is in a place like him saying in a different energy. I don't know. The man seemed very guarded and protective about his surroundings and who him a deal with and who him whatever. So big up to him same way. Nothing but respect for him. He is Black Ryno. Can't take that from him. I want to close out this video this morning though with this, because we've been on quite a while. All the bitter birds giving the young ones bad advice. I see Tyler Perry did a video recently where Tyler Perry said, I'm going to run through this real quick, so I'll try to stay with it. Tyler Perry did a video recently where some part in the video, Tyler Perry was like, let me talk to the sisters for a minute. And he said, a lot of times, you know, when you meet a guy, if it's a good guy that has all the bells and whistles you've been looking for, one little hiccup though, he's not financially strapped, like as in have it extra, but he can afford to do something, help a little. Him can pay, and Tyler Perry used an example and said he could pay the light bill. Me see an old woman this morning, she gotta be like in her 70s. Maybe she's younger but look older. But she cut the video right there and she jumped on the screen. And she was like, Why everybody want black women to suffer? Huh? Why everybody want black women to ride or die? Why everybody want black women? And I'm looking at this older woman, and she says, at the old age I am now, girl, if you meet him and he has all the bells and whistles, but all he can afford to pay is that one light bill, leave his ass alone. Let him go pay that one little light bill somewhere else. Why we always got to play Build-A-Bear? Why we always got to... And you know, I said to myself, I said, damn. The funny thing is, other nations, their women don't... When their women are working with their men to build a legacy, to build life together, they don't look at it as Build-A-Bear. Black women made up that toxic shit, Build-A-Bear. They don't look at it as Build-A-Bear. They look at it as we're doing life together. She over there talking about why we gotta struggle. Why everybody want us to struggle. Nobody wants you to struggle. But check it out. The reality is life is a struggle. There's lots of struggles in life, right? Lots of obstacles to overcome in life. And believe it or not, life is also filled with lots of sorrows. I could do bad all by myself. Yeah, then that's what I'm doing. And I look at her, I'm like, you look like about 75 years old and you're doing bad by yourself. And here comes a 20-something-year-old that's supposed to listen to you and think she's not going to end up where you end up. That's why I started off this morning when I said, why do broke people take examples of how to make money from broke people? I see ninjas who come out of the hood, go back to the hood to go talk to ninjas that's in the hood still. Been there ever since before you were born. They still there. Well, here what, youngin', I'm gonna tell you like this. You don't want to do that. Let me tell you what you need to do. You need to be doing that. You think he knows exactly what the hell to do? He never left the hood. He's still there. He has no real example to show you. Nobody is listening to these older women who are 60, 70, 80, 90, who've been married and hold their whole marriage together and their family together for like 20, 30, 40 years. Nobody wants to listen to them. New generation, I listen to all these old, toxic, bitter-ass birds who's telling them about if the man can't only pay one light bill, you already can sustain yourself. So if the man can't already only pay one light bill, that's one light bill less. If he has all the other bells and whistles, which should include ambition, drive, and all that, and you see all that. See, that's the problem. The problem today is this. Everybody wants something ready-made. You want to step into a ready-made situation. I don't know who's telling these young ladies this, that it's okay, because that's why they end up getting used. Because hear what? When a man has a situation that he already sacrificed and built for himself, and you look at it and it's ready-made, when you step in it, you better step in it ready to do whatever he says do. He ain't gonna just invite you in and give you all the stuff he blood, sweat, and tears for and lay it all at your feet. So whoever is selling you that, the women who are able to manipulate that situation, get what they want out of it, are the women that built the friggin' bear. She stayed there. She made sure, motivated him. The times when he felt like quitting, nah, babe, you can't quit. You're close. Come on, let's go, right? She's an intricate part of his empire, and that's the reason why her name is on everything. Me no run down church marriage too much, but the name goes on everything when you are one of those kind of women. You run and talk about, I want a man that had everything and he pays all the bills. I'm not paying no bills with no man. If I'm living with a man, he pays all the bills. If ever I have to pay any of the bills, I'm going to go get my own apartment and pay my own bills by myself because I can do bad all by myself. I don't know why y'all let these bitter-ass old birds get into your head. And you look at them. Look at them, because I done worked in these long-term care facilities, and the last 10 years of a lot of them life is 10 years of friggin' sorrow and loneliness. It's 10 years of sadness in their face. Ain't nothing wrong with being alone. Okay, that's what everybody say until they end up alone. And everybody think the grass is greener on the other side and what you got going on is just not enough and I deserve more, so I'm going to go find somebody with more. No, sometimes you have to build with somebody to get more. This whole I can do bad by myself, don't let that get into your head. Nobody wants to do bad by themselves. When you are doing bad, you need company. People kill themselves doing bad by themselves, done took on everything in the world, heaped it on their head for themselves. Now they are here feeling like going through a clinical depression. I have nobody to talk to. I have nobody to turn to. I have nobody to back me up. I can't even get a little rest. I don't have nobody to fill in for me for this day. I don't have anybody to say kind words to me, give me a hug when I need it, nothing. Okay, let's see how you feel doing bad by yourself, listening to these old bitter ass birds. That's the beauty about a relationship that has survived the test of time, is that you've done bad together and it didn't destroy your union and you came through it. And then when everybody see you shining, oh, couples goals, I want to be just like them. You know that shit they've been through. You've been through some of that in your other 10 relationships and you left. They've been through the same things. They just didn't leave. So again, don't let these people get in your head, young ladies, women, even older women. Because some of y'all getting old as hell and you still out here talking about, I can do bad by myself and a man has to pay all the bills. And listen, I ain't raising none of my damn sons to come out here, come work his ass off and pay all the bills for no woman who ain't worth the part. First of all, you got to really, really, really be worth that part. The nurturing, the loving, the caring, the consistency of being that driving force behind me, my soft spot, my pillow, my place to lay my head, my security, you have my back and I know it. You never leaving me and I know it. If she ain't that, she don't deserve what you've been busting your ass for. So no make no man coming on the life, man. I'm come talk about, well, if I have to pay, you paying all the bills around here, right? Yep, light bill gotta be paid, phone bill gotta be paid, the mortgage or the rent gotta be paid, both car notes gotta be paid. Oh, the insurance for both cars gotta be paid. We are 6 bills already. What else have to be paid around here? You paying all those by yourself, Ninja, and that's what it takes to keep me. Open the door wide. Open the door wide. I make like a skid truck and shove her ass out and close the door. That's what I'm saying. With that said, have a wonderful weekend. Big up on yourself. Enjoy the weekend. It'll soon be cold in a lot of places. Even in Florida, the sun will soon be diminishing to where it's chilly outside a little bit, not cold. But surround yourself with people that uplift your spirit and people that love you, man, and people that you genuinely love. And if you can't do that because you don't have it, go bust a buckle, fill up your bathtub, lay down in it, watch a movie, do something, and get some love in yourself for yourself. Right? All right. I'll catch y'all later. Y'all still stay tuned. The weekend is early. We might do our next surprise live again. All right. One love. I'm out. And thank everybody who came out this morning. Peace.